I'm going to be doing a recap for Rob and Senkor, and I'm also doing a recap for Eric. So
When he gets here.
hopefully Eric is watching right now while he's going to the store,
Sure.
because that's his
Yeah,
recap.
that's what's happening.
He's definitely doing that.
100% not.
So
You're foolish for thinking so.
that's okay. He'll get the 5-second recap. So you guys basically decided to scout out the Elsid like a wee bit, after getting all the plants and bringing them back to the beach in the session that you were gone for, Rob. And you guys decided, hey, fuck it, let's go to the settlement and see what the hell it is. If it's friendly, if it's not. Generally, it's not, so we're a bit skeptical and nervous about it. So you guys have Ariel swimming in the water, kind of scouting out the shoreline in the water. And then you guys are kind of walking along the beach. And she eventually just like is like, you know what, I'm going to talk to the locals and see if they're hostile or not. So she introduces herself by hiding under a dock and staring at children. And then she talks to a couple of them. Everyone's like, hey, yeah, if you just walk in the front door, it's a lot more chill. And she's like, okay, cool. And so she comes back, tells you guys everything's good, that it's just a trading post known as the Greyfire Trading Camp. Or Trading Camp, sorry if I said training. And
trading or training?
Trading, yeah.
All right.
And so you guys end up coming in and seeing that this is like a makeshift small town where the fortifications are mostly just trees that have spikes like spiked up at the tops that have all been layered into a perimeter. You have a couple of sentry towers guarded by some guards in a gray uniform, and you have a lot of tents and teepee-like structures that people temporarily have while they stay here, and a huge market. And there's a couple of permanent buildings, but not too many. And you guys basically go shopping, talk to a few people. You guys bought some books, whether or not they were erotic in nature or historic in nature, or sometimes both. It was really up to you guys. Then you guys ended up chatting up the book seller, and she told you about a legend where there's a treasure underneath the lake, because it used to be a city a long time ago, but there's not too much known about it, and it's a fairy tale. And so you guys are like, fuck that, and you decided to rent a boat, go into the middle of the lake, and go to where Caradoc thought he found a weird thing protruding out of the seaweed. Ariel ended up being like, yo, the light has moved, and you don't really know what you're doing in the water, and pointed the right direction to where he remembered his things. And you guys found the roof of a really, really old tower, like a stone cone roof. And when you are about to get into the seaweed, you think, you know, maybe we should just check for those plants. And when you actually look around for the plants, you notice that past the tower, in a radius of like 5 to 10 feet, there's none. But then after that, you see like tons of them just layered amongst all of them, that there's none directly around the tower. So naturally, you guys left Senkor and Eric in the boat, and took a little dive and decided to explore and see what's down there. And Zenkor, you guys are chilling on the boat, waiting for them to get back, because they do a little bit of an exploration and figure out what's going down.
Okay.
Yeah. Alright. I can double check that.
Sure.
Oh, definitely not. But it's all good.
Yeah, that's fine.
Alright. So, I'm gonna start with Zenkor and Eric. You guys are sitting in the boat, chilling out, and it's been about 5 minutes.
Okay.
Everything seems pretty chill.
Hang on, I need to get my shit up and running.
Okay. Yeah, Zenkor's just sitting there in the boat, probably looking at the clouds,
Okay.
taking a load off.
You also got a couple of new books. Did you write them down, Sean? Or I got them.
Taking a load off. He's rubbing one out.
Yeah.
Are you-
Well, I
are you
mean,
taking poop?
he does have technically one called Magic Never Dies.
You
that he
say I
can-
got new books? When did I get new books?
You bought 3
Last
new
time.
books.
I was in control.
Oh.
Yeah.
What books did
I was
buy?
in control.
What
Went to
books did I
the store. Where is it?
You have the
Hey,
many.
why am I half dead?
You shouldn't be half dead. You should be rested.
Yeah.
So you just hit
Yeah.
the long rest button, and then you should be.
Zenkor, you bought The Many Tales of Eldham for 1 gold. I didn't update your gold or anything.
Oh, okay.
And then you also bought Magic Never Dies for 2 gold. One of them's like a history, and the other one's like a magic book or something.
Oh no, the second one is a. Okay, all right.
No, he doesn't know because Zenkor, when I was in control, just was like, "Hey, do you got any magic books?" And the lady was like, "Yeah, I got this one." And he's like, "Cool, that sounds good."
Okay.
That's not how Zenkor would have done it, though.
Zenkor was feeling kind of,
Generous.
throwing a little gold around, and she was nice.
I mean, I'll still
And-
buy the book, but like I would have at least like found out what the book was. I wouldn't just be like, "Oh, you got a magic book? Cool, just give it to me." Don't you want to? No, I don't want to know anything
She
about
told you
it.
the name. She told you the name.
We were running a little low on time, and he was
Yeah.
like,
You guys were
Paradox
actually
was being
not
very
even wanting to
impatient.
show up.
Yeah, I didn't give a shit about it, your fucking
Yeah.
book, so I just wanted.
Caradoc used that bookstore like a library, and it was very rude.
But do you really think
I give her a
Zenkor would have
tip,
been the
don't
type
worry.
of person to be like, "Oh no, somebody else is getting a little impatient. They want to leave. I guess I better hurry up."
You know how it is when you play video games. It's the same. Like when everyone's rushing forward, you have to hurry up. There's no other possible.
You still took your time, man. You did your thing. You guys weren't even intending on shopping in the first place, and you guys were like, "Yo, bookshop. I want to go over here check shit out."
It's fine. I'll figure it out.
All right. So you guys are sitting in a boat. It's a fairly nice day out, and you all have water breathing right now, for the next, I think, 12 hours. And
24?
24. Okay. And everyone else just jumped off into the water. It's been about 5 minutes, and you hear something surface behind you guys. And you see Fenthras like frantically doggy paddling towards you guys.
Huh.
And he just like
That doesn't
tries to
look
climb
good.
up onto the boat.
I imagine once he gets up onto the boat,
Mm-hmm.
he's like pretty chill.
Yeah. Yeah. But he's soaked, and he does the classic dry off. And he's now sitting here completely chill after looking completely panicked coming up from the water.
Huh.
About 10 minutes in, you notice bloop, 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 just sounds coming from where he came from.
There's silence coming from you.
Just
No.
like weird, like bloop, bloop, bloop.
He's trying to make bubble sounds.
Oh.
Oh, you mean like boop boop?
Yeah, exactly like that.
Bloop.
Yeah.
It's like when
Everyone,
you
make
take a
bubble
cup and you
sounds.
tip it. It's like when you take a cup and you tip it upside down underneath water, and it's like loud bubble coming out.
Yeah.
I don't think it's quite that light, Rob. I think it's more like the sound like a plunk of a really.
Ooh, so it's not of ass claps.
Imagine there's just like a giant underwater, and he really let one rip, and so there's just a bunch of bubbles come up to the surface next to you.
Oh, that's a pleasant image.
Does that paint a good like mental picture?
Yeah, yeah. No,
I
no,
mean,
no.
it's
Can you see and
pretty.
smell it in your mindscape?
Besides the smell, it's pretty accurate. After a little bit, there's like kind of the like series
Pretty
of
rude.
bubbles, and then pause, and then just like it now sounds like a jacuzzi behind you.
Oh, there's more bubbles.
Lots of bubbles. Turning around, you can
So
see
does
like
anybody
there's
wanna, like,
rippling
move?
just coming from the one spot, and it's just like a series of just air bubbles coming up and like disturbing the water about like 20 feet away from you guys.
So
But you said
Does
it's like
anybody
20
else-
feet away, right? Because
Yeah.
it's just me and Eric in this boat while the other guys are out
and
of bed doing
Ventress.
whatever.
Yeah, it's about in the direction that they went.
Okay. I mean, I'm sure they'll
Do we
take
have a
care of
paddle?
whatever it is.
All right.
But it's 20 feet away. We're in no danger.
Yeah.
are we in fact up shit creek without a paddle?
No, you guys have paddles. You have an excess of pedals right now, and you also have some of their stuff. You have like a great axe and stuff like that sitting there.
You have a great axe.
Yeah.
Why do
Ooh,
we have a
thank
great
you.
axe?
Because
Because I work hard, that's why.
You d-
Because Caradoc
Great
left all his shit in the
axe.
boat.
Axe, not ass, Rob. Your ass ain't that great.
Wow. Okay. Whatever you gotta
Look, I
tell yourself, I guess. Whatever helps you sleep better at night, Eric.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
All right. So you guys do nothing?
Yeah,
I'm
I'm okay with doing nothing. I mean, if
Okay.
you want to paddle, go for it. I'm just sitting here.
gonna at least grab the paddle and
Mm.
hold it in a ready position.
Cool. All right. All right. So you guys are doing that. It's been about 20 to 30 minutes.
It's a shark.
I'm gonna go to these guys. And meanwhile, we're gonna pick up
Dodge.
on initiative order. So you guys remember where you're at, right?
Yeah,
Like where you are and what's going on.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're in the
cool.
jungle,
got
baby.
spoilers.
You're gonna die.
Yeah. Well, technically it's not spoilers because they are about like 10 to 20 minutes ahead of you. So you
That's
technically got spoilers of what they're going to do. All right. So initiative order. My
Okay, so I
sounds are dead.
undress. Wait, what?
Ooh. That's how you get
No,
it.
What are they
My
doing
initiative-
in the water?
We
My
already did
initiative is
initiatives.
before you. I undress Caradoc.
Actually, Caradoc won. He's 21. You're 17. All right, so.
Jesus, I fucking spilled my drink. Thank you.
All right, so I just gotta write down stats real quick so I don't flip
So
back
are
and
we
forth.
rolling or did
We
roll last
did,
time?
and we did most of the first turn. There's only one guy that hasn't gone yet, and then it would be back to original turn order with Caradoc. We were just like super pressed for time.
Yeah, we have one. I don't know.
We did like
One
one
adversary.
round, I think.
Ariel just went, and the last guy is going. So, and then sorry, I just gotta get this thing. I guess this isn't the right sound. It's more like
He's trying to find a blorp blorp sound.
mega
Glub,
blurb.
glub. Glub, glub. More.
Alright. Picture your craziest battle music, but 8-bit. And let's go.
But 8-bit?
Yeah, it has to be 8-bit.
Megalovania.
There you go.
Why 8-bit?
Because it's a battle. All battles are 8-bit. Alright, so it is one of them has been transformed into a sheep, and the other one now makes a attempt at hitting Caradoc. And he's gonna roll. Cool.
Truly the kind of guys that don't give a sheep.
You don't give
They
a
don't
shit.
give a sheep.
Yeah.
Alright. So it is plus 6. Okay. 20. Does that hit, Caradoc?
No, I have 45 in AC. Yeah.
Alright. You are currently raging. So you take.
Yes.
Ooh.
Oh.
And you die. Oh, okay, cool.
You take 9 points of bludgeoning damage. 18 reduced in half.
So 9 is already reduced. Jesus.
And Yeah, 9 is already reduced. You need to make a strength saving throw.
I need to make a strength.
It hits you.
throw.
Yeah, it hits you with one of its tendrils, and now it's trying to wrap itself around you as it's like hit you. Nice.
23.
You are completely fine. You just like brace yourself and like hold on to it, and as it tries to wrap around, you just like take it and just unwrap it, and you're kind of struggling with it right now.
Watching that many Japanese animation things,
You're
I know
just
how
fully
to
prepared.
handle tentacles. Yeah, definitely.
All right, it's your turn. So let's see what you do back to it.
Well, I'm going to attack the non-sheep thing.
Okay. All right.
I'm going to say thing to keep it like a little bit mysterious.
I mean, you can just say it. Like it's fine. They've already
I'm
decided
scared.
that they're staying.
I'm pretty sure they haven't figured what it is since we've been talking
Okay.
about tentacles and things like that.
All right.
Is it a squid?
I'm gonna say it. But
Shh! Spoilers. Okay, so I'm going to attack that piece of crap with my fantastic weapon,
Dagger.
which is a dagger.
Okay.
All I see on stream is just our character sheets.
First
Yeah.
attack
Yeah, it hits. Yep,
and second attack.
it hits. So
Both
roll
hits.
that
Okay,
damage.
so
Yeah.
damage.
And are you going anywhere? Or are you staying the same? Because remember, you're underwater, so there's like vertical. Like there's about 50 to 60 feet vertical right now, and your teammates are like working at the door.
Yeah, I'm going. Let me do the damage and think about it.
Okay.
Damage is going to be 8
and 5. Cool. All right.
Let me think about that.
Okay.
Oh, I'm going to look at them, see what they're doing, and well, shit.
They're currently trying to open the door.
I still have the head above the water, right?
Yeah. You're the
Okay,
only
so I'm
one
going
on the
to-
surface right now.
I'm going to yell, "Watch out with that door!" and just stay where I am because I want to keep these motherfuckers occupied
Okay.
while my teammates change the world. I guess that's it.
Okay. Next is the sheep, which is just gonna attempt to swim with athletics.
See the Jeep?
A sheep.
Oh, poor sheep.
It's just
It's
a
a
sheep
it's a
in the
sheep
water.
with tentacles, so you have.
It doesn't actually have tentacles anymore.
I know.
Oh, I feel lied to.
Yeah, you should be.
I don't know what to believe anymore.
+1. I'm impressed. Alright, let's see what he rolls. A 2. So you, Karanak, as you're fighting, you just hear the cries of this sheep, and then it just slowly submerges into the water. It is now Varen's turn. You're
my
currently at the
God,
door
are you-
underwater.
Wait. Do I know or
You
do I
straight
not
killed
know?
it.
Do I know or do I not know how not shape-shifting, but metamorphosis works?
You have no idea
Metamorphosis.
how the polymorph spell works now.
Oh, polymorphosis?
Yeah, you have no idea how that works. Okay, so it's Varen's turn. You're currently at the door underwater.
Attack them with Zion Spartan.
So I tried to open the door on the first round.
Yeah. And it's just like it's a bit stiff. Like you noticed the last door is the same way, where like they have tried to seal it, and the metal is so old underwater that it's just completely like corroded all onto the opening.
Is it a push or a pull?
It's a push with a latch on your side.
Okay. So I just need to clear that latch.
Yeah, it'll make it significantly easier for you.
Okay, I'm gonna keep working on that latch then.
Okay.
I guess I'm just trying to yank it open.
Are you trying to open the door, or are you trying to like break off the rust remnants? Because I will change what you're rolling for and what you're doing.
I want to open the latch.
Okay. Make a athletics check.
Pull with all your might.
Okie dokie.
What is
I
he
think
going
you
to do?
only have disadvantage on specific types of attacks. 8. You're working at it. You see some of it breaking away, and it's actually like burning your eyes a bit because it just like starts dissolving into the water, and you just like keep your face away from it, trying to like learning obviously and adapting and whatever. It is loosening up a little bit, but it seems like it's going to take a lot more work at this pace. That's your action. You still have movement and bonus action.
No, I'm just that's all. I'm trying to get this door open.
Okay. Now it's Ariel. You there, Missy?
Oh, sorry, I thought you just said Baron. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
Alright,
it's
my
your
turn.
Yeah, you're right beside Varen at the door underwater. And you just turned one into a sheep.
That was my greatest thing ever. Whoa, where did all my spells go? Hey, all my spells are gone. Oh wait, shit, sorry. I'm having technical difficulties. I'm in the wrong character. Hold on.
Whoopsie. That's a big oof. That's an oof for me, dog.
That's a
I
no-no.
know.
That's a maximum oof right there.
Oof.
Bring back the old donkey. That's a no-no.
Yeah.
Anyways, back to the right fucking game.
Okay.
Don't let her into my zone.
Thank you, I appreciate that. How's the creature that just attacked Caradoc? Like, would I have seen that? Like, I don't know which way I'm facing, I don't remember.
You can look around that whole time. Like, you're witnessing everything that's going
Okay,
on.
cool.
Yeah.
Alright, so how's that character that weird black thing that attacked Caradoc?
Yeah, they're fighting two octopi that you don't have to worry about not saying it to them. Like, they're sitting around and they can see it on stream if they want. It's just their characters don't know what's going on.
Wow, what a labyrinth.
Okay, I'm gonna try to release the door as well, I guess.
Okay. So you're gonna try and help them. So that's an athletics check, okay?
Okay.
So you move into like his space as you see some of the rust breaking apart, and you just try and help shove it from like the latch side across, and you hear a like really low bassy like and bubbles start rising rapidly from the opening in the door, like between the wall and the door, and in those bubbles just like almost like sand exposed into water just starts coming out and rising rapidly to the surface, and you feel the latch like break open and like come off completely off the door, and the door starts opening forward.
Do I feel like we're being pulled in, or is water coming out? Like, is there...
The water is
change in
starting
the
to push the door open. Like, you guys aren't opening the door right now, and it's opening on its own. You have like the briefest of seconds here.
Alright.
No, I
Is
wish I was
Caradoc head
farther away
underwater?
from the door.
Sorry?
Caradoc's head underwater?
No. You hear
Are we
like
underwater?
muffled cries from Caradoc, but you don't know what he's saying or whatever.
Alright.
You know, me and communication underwater is kind of seems to be my kryptonite.
Yeah, but you can hear me. It's fine. It's all that matters
I
anyways.
do not have my head underwater. I don't know if that matters, but
Yeah, because if your head is underwater, you could hear me yelling at you. You could, because I can talk normally.
yeah, but my head is not underwater, so I cannot hear you. But
What are you
Yeah,
doing? What are you doing? This is all within like 2 seconds, so I just gotta force it.
Okay, did that count as an action?
Yes.
Shit. Okay, so
You're currently
there's not a
interacting
whole
with the
lot
door.
I can do.
Yeah, there's no like not specific spells or anything. You are currently opening the door. I'm just giving you that second
Alright,
where you're realizing the door
I'm
is starting to
committed
open.
that.
Okay. So the door is now starting to open, and you can feel the water pressing against it. And it is giving out.
Can I can I like mentally prepare for that we're gonna be pushed into this room? So kind of like how I parkoured myself down the hole that we made.
Okay.
Kind of mentally prepare for the same thing that might happen.
All right. And that's your turn. There's nothing else you want to do.
Nothing else I can do.
Okay. We're gonna get to the other octopus that's currently fighting with Caradoc, and it attacks you, buddy. And it rolls a natural 20.
Rip.
So,
Jesus. I'm glad we're 20 feet away now, right?
you take 30 bludgeoning damage, reduced in half because of your rage. So 15 bludgeoning damage.
15 only. That's great.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I feel so great.
So glad it hit you and not me.
So you are currently like battling with one of the tentacles, and it like you grab it and you just stab it with your dagger, and you look over to the side and another one just clubs you right against the head, throwing you under the water for a moment, and you have to make the same strength save as it's trying to grab and hold on to you.
Save.
Rip, son.
Yeah,
Hey.
no problem. So yeah, you just use its momentum against itself, and you grab it and force it into the other one that was trying to fight with you, and you break yourself free. It is now your turn, and you see the door underneath you all like just bolt open, and the water start opening again. Caradoc, you have a moment where you can react during your turn,
So I'm
you
being,
get a normal
I'm being
turn.
pulled down, basically.
You hear a very loud sound from underneath the water, and you can see the door just swung open, and they've opened it. And then you can act as normal during your turn, because you are the furthest away from it.
Okay.
You're also at the top of the turn order.
I'm going to... Let me think. Yeah, these motherfuckers are going to go down anyway, and I'm talking about my team, not the squids that I'm fighting, so I'm just going to get pulled by the water in any case. So I'm just going to attack the thing that I'm fighting already, normally, and then I'll just go with the water, trying to, like, not hurt myself on the way.
Okay. Roll your attack then. Or your attacks.
First attack.
Natural 20 right back. Nice. Okay, and then your second attack. Alright, that
20,
hits.
but not
Both of them
natural
hit.
one.
Yeah.
So how do I roll the damage?
You double the dice rolled. So you get to see all the virtual dice go across the field.
So damage is going to be that for the first. Nice, 2 1s. Oh, fuck me in the...
Damn, daggers.
And then the second one is going to be...
Oh, no.
Oh my god, Jesus Christ. I literally lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 damage on these rolls.
Okay.
Potential maximum.
11 damage. Okay, still... That's pretty good. And you're not rolling with disadvantage, technically, because you're wielding a dagger. So you also have that for you. And... So, anything else you're doing this turn?
No, there's not really anything I can do anyway. So.
Okay. The sheep attempts to swim back to the surface. And is currently... Oh, no, he surfaces. So as you're fighting, you just see like the sheep go underwater and then surface rapidly as the like tide is getting disturbed non-stop. And it's just like chaos. Now it is Varen's turn. You just immediately feel the same sensation that you felt before, and just water surges from above and all around you, pulling you forward.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna try something stupid.
Okay.
Am I near the bottom of this
You are at the bottom.
chamber?
Yeah.
I'm at the bottom.
Yeah.
I would like to cast Entangle
Okay.
right below me. I want to entangle myself.
Okay, go for it.
Um,
Can't get pulled underwater.
do your little drawing of where you want to put it.
so,
I have a bad feeling.
how big is this?
And then
Should
does
you
it
have a
does it have a
bomb?
height dimension, or is it just going to be 5 feet?
I guess 5 feet. Grasping weeds and vines sprout from the ground in a 20-foot square.
Cool. Okay.
So something like that. And I guess it's gonna be just like this, like that.
Okay. So you get moved aside as Ariel tries to help you on the like wall side of the door, and you hear it open. And as soon as you see the rust bubbles, you instinctively go and try your hardest to figure out any way of stopping yourself. And you cast Entangle, and you see from the walls of the structure, just like through the cracks, small seaweed-esque kind of plants start opening up and like entangling everything around it, like grabbing the incredibly rusty items that you can barely even recognize, and some of them just breaking and turning into dust as soon as they're touched by the vines. You have to, I guess you have to make a strength saving throw, but I mean,
I
you
have
could
to make
just
a strength save,
refuse
but
to
can I
make
just
it.
like give myself up to the plants?
Yeah, like you can just technically refuse to make it and fail.
Cool.
Yeah, because I mean, you wouldn't be
It's like in-
struggling.
It's like
Yeah.
in real life, you can automatically choose to fail everything.
Yeah.
Ariel, you just randomly have vines and seaweed everywhere around you trying to grab you. What are you doing here?
No means no.
So it's trying to grab me?
Yeah, it's just like grabbing your feet and like wrapping itself around you.
I would only want it to like grab one foot. I don't want to. I don't want to be trapped in it. For me, it'd be like a fishing net.
Yeah,
I
it's
feel like I wouldn't
everywhere.
like that.
Okay, then you have to make strength saving throw.
All right.
Yeah, so under saving throws, it will be the strength modifier there. And then you're against the wall right now. 7.
That does not.
No, you don't succeed, and it just like as you're trying to like swim away and like get away from it, it just like some seaweed parts that come from the wall that you didn't even notice behind you just get your neck, and you're tied up as well. You and Varen are just held there as like uncomfortably you're still like moving back and forth and like hitting against the wall and like bruising yourself as like water's being forced through you guys.
Oh my god.
No, that's you, Caradoc, actually. You're
Shit.
dealing. Yeah,
Wait,
you're
no,
dealing
no,
with
no.
those.
I was not being wrapped by the tentacles. I was successfully
Those-
stopped.
So far.
Those must have been some pretty good books that old lady gave us.
Yeah. The inspiration. This is her house the whole time. Alright, so we're going to Ariel. You're now stuck and underwater, and you just see like water coursing out into this new opening. It's
Okay,
at
can I
the
still see
rate that it's
Caradoc?
going. Yeah, the Caradoc's still up there fighting, and like you can see, it's just
Okay.
like he's trying to fight. Like, even though it is one octopus, the way it's fighting, seems to be difficult for Caradoc one-on-one because it's so many things to keep track of.
Okay. I'm going to cast Ice Knife at the non-sheep one.
Alright, give me 1 second. I'm just double checking this.
Entanglement.
Restrain.
5e.
Creature can release itself by using its action to attempt another strength saving throw. I just need to read up on restraint here. Comes 0 and can't benefit from any bonus to its speed. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage, and the creature's attacks rolls have disadvantage. The creature has disadvantage. Okay, so yeah, you can do that, but you have to roll with disadvantage. So you have to do 2 rolls and take the lower, because you're currently like one arm is like caught in the vines as you're trying to aim your ice knife. So Ariel, you're gonna have to roll with disadvantage for Ice Knife.
Fuck. Alright, what's the roll for that? I don't remember.
It should be under your Ice Knife. It should say right beside it. It should say plus something.
Okay, so the 1d10?
No. It should say like plus 6 or plus 7 or something.
Hold on, I'm looking. Is learning... Oh, fuck, I don't know what that is. Attack Dex 14? I don't know.
Here, 1 second, I'll open it up.
I don't know what I'm looking at. I'm sorry.
It's all good. So under Ice Knife,
+6.
you see hit / DC plus 6.
There we are.
All those
and
are what you add to your D20. And then the
Okay.
D10 that's under damage. Yeah, so you have to roll.
Learning.
You have to roll 2 dice and take the lower. Okay, that one's pretty good. You still hit.
Do I?
It's
Oh.
huge. Yeah, you barely do, but because of its
Bless her
huge,
sweetheart.
like flesh-like nature. It's actually relatively easy to hit compared to some of the creatures you've faced.
Aw,
Because
that's cute.
because of how big it is, though, it seems like it's gonna take a bit to bring it down. So you can roll your damage that it says there. To the 1d10 piercing.
Shit! I just thought about something because I'm such a. Well, yeah, no.
Because I'm a fucking genius.
Because I'm a fucking genius. No, I thought about doing something, but whatever.
Alright, 5 damage, nice. Piercing. Alright, you guys up on the surface. It's been about 20 to 30 minutes. Nothing has happened.
Okay.
No one has come back. They're like, hey, we're just going down, checking out, like, you know, what I saw. It was like a rock or something. And they've gone down directly under you guys by where the bubbles are, and nothing's happened for half an hour. Other than Fenthras coming up.
Okay. I think, or at least I would like to think that by this point, considering just how ungodly long these fucking people are taking, that we might finally be like, you know what? Maybe we should possibly go check and see what might be holding them up.
What do you think, Eric?
I'm pretty sure, by the way, before the three of us went down, Ariel cast water breathing on
Yeah,
you.
they have water breathing, yeah.
So
Yeah,
everyone
so we have
has
water
it.
breathing. Yeah.
Okay.
Even Fenthras.
Doctor, do you concur?
Huh?
Is Eric still here?
I'm seeing like a green circle. Okay.
Go with it for now.
So is that a maybe?
I don't like your plans, Rob.
So you don't like the plan to go in and check to see what's taking them so long?
No, because, well, alright. No,
Like,
let's go for it.
What's
No,
the
no.
worst that could happen?
What's the worst that could happen? You just had to fucking say it, didn't you?
Like, I mean, maybe they found
Fucking
some,
worse words come out of your mouth, Rob.
because there's no other reason they'd be taking so long unless they found
Unless
something
they're in
super
trouble.
cool down there.
Or unless they're dying, in which case we should leave.
Trust me, I've hung around with these people enough. The only reason why they would be dying would be if it was my fault, and since I'm not there, they're clearly fine.
Or, hang on. Because you're not there, it is also your fault, and they're probably dying.
See, that's not how this works.
Shit.
See, I know you're new to the party, but this is just kind of the way things go. So we should head down and see what sort of fun, exciting things they've come across.
Fine.
Sometimes we gotta pretend like we don't have survival instincts.
Yeah,
Alright.
I know. It's just fucking. Let's
Your
go.
sense of adventure.
We make our way in.
You know, I
Okay,
said
cool.
that to Rob before, He told me to go fuck myself.
All right. So
Yes, but with what? With a stick or with tentacle?
Yeah,
Okay.
but now it's
With
taking
tentacles.
so long.
you
Normally
guys,
This just got
it
weird.
takes this long.
you guys are deciding to go in. So are you
Yes.
just like
We're going
immediately like all decisions? Are you taking any of the stuff on the boat? Are you like trying to bring
Wait.
Fenthirus? Like, what are you doing here? Are you just
What did you say was on the boat again?
pretty
The
much
great afterlife
half,
bags.
yeah, like all their bags, their random shit, Caradoc's axe,
I assume his
probably,
wheelbarrow.
yeah, his wheelbarrow, Varen's
Yeah,
bow,
yeah.
probably, I think you
This is a
said.
big ass boat.
No, I kept my bow.
I use my wheelbarrow as a boat. I'm not gonna.
It
put
is a
my
very big boat.
Underwater.
Okay, I will grab the great axe
Okay.
and bring that
Hey,
with
no
me.
one grabs my great axe.
Alright, so you guys dive in, and you can see almost immediately with what light is remaining as it's getting closer towards the evening, you see a small trail leading out from the seaweed coming up to the surface of not just bubbles now, but something that reflects light just faintly. And
Oh,
like it's
excellent.
slightly tinged like a blood color.
Oh, awesome.
He only said slightly, so I'm not too concerned.
Yeah, there's only a little blood in the water.
As you
Well,
approach,
I mean, we don't know it's blood. It could just be red algae.
as you approach,
Because there's a lot of that.
you
around.
see it's like a weird rust, and it's leading straight from a rock that's in the water, right at the bed of seaweed.
See, it's just rust.
Sure. Okay. Just rest.
You guys following the path there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You don't see your friends anywhere, and as you approach, you see a stone spire, and just submerged by all the thicket of just seaweed and other plants. That's just like incredibly thick, and it seems to be coming like out of the foliage, all the bubbles and shit. All of it just like moving back and forth wildly from all the movement of the water being disturbed.
Okay. I will approach it.
Okay.
See if I can move things out of the way.
Make a perception check as you go in, and you're like moving shit around and heading towards.
Shit.
Okay.
That's a 5, by the way, not a
Four.
plus exclamation point.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. You see a opening inside the spire. The spire seems to be like a stone rooftop. It's super eroded away and incredibly old. This is like some of the oldest shit you've ever seen. And we're talking like we've seen the L10 crypts and stuff from like ages ago.
That's true.
And as you like start feeling the side of the stone and seeing how far it goes down and going down yourself, because you obviously can't move the structure, you find an opening, and you see it's completely submerged in water, and there's just items from whatever past that have been made out of metal just completely now cascaded onto the wall behind it, and just like rusted onto the wall. You see a chandelier on the roof, like fused with the roof, and like all this old you see somewhat of an old painting or mural on the wall that is completely covered in algae and other shit, and there's just small circlets of remnants that can poke through, and you see one small like skeleton that's like stuck on the side of a what this seems to be a tower, and it's like a spiraling staircase going down on the opposite side of you. It seems to be stuck like right on the edge of the room and the staircase, and its legs just flowing back and forth.
I see.
You're currently at the edge of this window.
Okay.
Oh boy.
I'm
You
gonna
also-
let Eric take over because IRL I really got to pee. So I'll be
Okay,
right
no
back.
problem. Also,
I'll
like
wait.
you're finding it difficult to like talk because you're underwater, but you can breathe, so you can like say what you're doing in sign language and all that shit. But
Oh, okay.
mhm.
So we have sign language.
Mhm.
Oh, excellent, excellent, excellent. This has just turned out to be fucking excellent.
Yeah, this happens time to time.
How often do you guys survive stuff like this?
Always, obviously. What a stupid. What kind of asinine goddamn question?
Always, obviously?
Yes, we're all alive. What kind of stupid question is that?
It's like,
God.
are you sleeping?
I mean, have we survived a bunch of big, black, weirdly tentacle sex innuendos? No, probably not, but
But we're going to enjoy
we'll
it
come out
anyway.
on top.
I mean, we've survived a dragon before, so
Well,
I can handle this.
I mean, you
Yeah.
guys survived the dragon.
This is. I'm not gonna give any more details than that.
well,
Oh my god.
we're all still here.
Yeah. Alright. So, yeah, you guys can't really communicate well. You can describe what you're, like, doing sign language-wise, and that's that. You can breathe underwater, but you can't talk still.
Okay, so
unfortunately,
right now
you're
we're-
not a water genasi.
So right now we're underwater.
Mm-hmm.
We've
You're at the
That's-
opening of the window, and you see, like, everything's fucked down here, like, super, super old, and no evidence of your friends still, except for air bubbles coming from the staircase and the skeleton that's, like, stuck, and its legs are swinging.
okay. We follow the air bubbles and high five the skeleton on our way through.
Okay. As you do, you see it just, like, slide into the staircase and just, like, slowly picking up speed go down the staircase in front of you.
Whoops. At least he's out front, you know, taking the brunt of any surprise attack.
You guys continue swimming and swimming, and you remember being told that this is probably, like, maybe close to 100 feet deep of a lake, and you swear you've been swimming for a while now. And you can make one more perception for both of you guys. You definitely feel as though you should have gotten to the bottom by now, but you continue swimming. Zenkor, you know this for sure, but you notice that there's somewhat of a current drawing you deeper down. And you can see that's probably what was picking up speed with the skeleton.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
Eric doesn't notice that, unfortunately.
I don't notice anything, in fact. Might as well just fucking
It's just,
close
it
my
is
eyes.
pretty creepy down here, though, and it's incredibly dark. Technically, yeah,
Nice.
both of you are actually, like, in the dark, feeling your way down here.
I'm feeling something.
Hey, you just
I'll
grabbed my
put that
ass.
away.
Ah, you just grabbed my ass. Sir, how could I do that? I'm all the way over here. I got my eye on you. Roxbury! Roxbury!
Alright, you guys continuing down in the dark?
Yes,
Yeah,
obviously.
why not? Why not?
We gotta find the fun stuff that our teammates have found.
Cool. Alright, so, like, after about 5 minutes, the current ends up picking up, and you don't even swim anymore or push yourselves further down along the walls. It's just slowly carrying you down and picking up speed over time. And eventually
Nice.
it becomes a bit of a rough water slide that has little bits of earth and sticking out because it's still a staircase. And you get thrown down the last bit and out into the air. And down below you, you can see one octopus, huge, way bigger than you guys are, just, like, currently in battle with Caradoc, who seems to be, like, bloodied and just fighting, stabbing it with a knife, and you guys just cascade right into the water.
Whoa, you guys were getting dinner without us?
And you guys are now here.
fuck's sake.
And you guys just,
Can I
like,
kill him now?
submerged. You can try it once you roll
Well, I
initiative.
mean, we're underwater, so all you hear is...
But yeah,
That was a
you
nice imitation. Yeah.
you guys fell, like, probably 40, 50 feet and go into the water. We're not doing fall damage for it.
Because we fell into water, we're safe.
Yeah, of course, video game logic. And yeah, you guys are now on the surface. I need you both to roll initiative.
Yeah, I will once you update my screen so I can actually see it.
Yeah, you can still roll initiative.
I will after you update my screen so I can see it.
There you go. So Fenthras continues sitting on the boat. Alright, there you go.
Yep.
Yeah,
Alright,
proof of
5.
my-
Nice.
Wow.
I quit.
You're like, I'm
Well,
going
I can't
back
say
up.
mine's much better.
Been fun, fam.
Alright, Zenkor's here. And then...
Oh, nice. Black
Eric
screen.
is here.
No, you gotta scroll down.
No,
the
it's
old
yeah. Scroll down to the right. You're at, it's a big map, and you're at the bottom right of it.
Yeet.
Yeah. So the pink one here is currently a sheep, and then you see another gigantic octopus. Let's see.
So we're watching a sheep get strangled.
You're actually seeing Caradoc getting attempted to be strangled while a sheep is desperately trying to swim, and the waters now are like getting disturbed, and you can see now through the murky darkness before, you can actually see now there's like a bunch of small yellowish like algae-like plants that are just all within the water, just like lighting the area, almost looking like a star, like the sky in the starry night. And yeah, you guys are now in the battle, and we're going back to Caradoc here. We're gonna start from this top.
Okay, am I still being pulled down?
You currently are not feeling anything,
I'm not feeling anything. Jesus
like
Christ.
current-wise, no. Other than the splashing of the like huge battle that's going on between the two of you, like there's not too much going on water-wise.
Because I've been looking at this asshole sheep, and I've noticed that sheep is kind of like trying to swim to the surface.
Yeah.
So, because I'm a genius, remember?
Mm-hmm.
I kind of want to pull it down underwater and make it.
Okay. Roll a grapple check against it.
Okay.
You're gonna like start
Grab-
hugging this sheep and
I'm gonna
start trying to
hug
pull it
the
under.
shit out of this.
Alright.
What is grapple's strength?
Yeah. Roll an attack.
Roll an attack.
Yeah,
Okay,
I believe. Let me just double check this.
that's my attack, yo. Oh well. Can I? Okay, I'm going to get the wool off the sheep at the same time because with a natural 20, I'm sure I can do both, right?
Sorry. Yeah, with a natural 20, you, unless it rolls a 20, and it doesn't even matter what the modifier is, but. Oh my god.
Wow.
Well,
What the fuck?
Alright, let me just quickly read the rules of this fucking shit, please. Literally, I'm like, yeah, unless there's a 5% chance that this happens.
Hey, Calvin, would it not
Yep.
have disadvantage being a sheep in the water?
well, I'm a dwarf in the
Technically-
water, so.
Yeah, they're both sort of like mountain folk. They're not
Yeah.
But
really
you
in
have
their
water
element.
breathing. But you have water breathing.
Water
The sheep
breathing
doesn't.
doesn't change how athletic you are.
Shh.
Shut up! Don't let the DM know.
Oh my god, here it is. You can use the attack action to make a special melee attack or grapple. If you made target or grapple must be no. Well, yep, that follows. Using only this one friend. You try and seize the target by making a grapple check instead of an attack roll. So a strength athletics check is what you rolled, which is a natural 20. Contested by the target's strength or dexterity check, which it rolled a natural 20. If you succeed, the subject of the target is grappled, and you guys tied. So I guess it succeeds technically because it goes to the.
It's like it's
Defender.
contesting, right? So
Yeah.
they, like on a tie, the roller wins.
So you get nudged in the leg, and momentarily, just like it escapes your grasp, and unfortunately, you do not not drown the sheep.
It's a slippery sheet.
That's one of your. That is your attack option. You do technically have another attack if you want to either grapple it or to attack it.
Well, I'm not going to attack the poor sheep, but I'm going to pull it down underwater.
Okay, so make a athletics, and we can do this again.
Athletics. Okay. Athletics. Oh, it's the same roll. Alright, let me do it.
Goat.
No.
It's almost a 20.
So,
21 versus 12. So yeah, you are now holding on to the sheep, and you can attempt to
Hit the squid with it.
Technically, it's an
Gosh,
improvised
sheep
weapon.
attack!
When you move, you can drag or carry the. But your speed is halved.
Sheep, I choose you.
You can move.
far
You
as
can
I-
move at a quarter speed and
Go,
drag it
Poppy
with
sheep.
you.
as far as I've known in games, every time there's a sheep, it can explode. So
Ah,
You just strapped a bomb to your chest.
nice. Okay, perfect. It's gonna
Alright.
make a little protection, or maybe not.
So you
I'm
can
pulling it
move
down.
currently, a quarter of your speed, and it
Okay,
moves
so
with
I'm
you.
still moving it. Wait, a quarter of my
Yeah.
speed. Okay, let me check. I
Because
think
you
it's-
don't have a swim speed, so you move half as fast as Ariel does. So you're already
Okay,
at half,
so-
and then you have to move half because you're grappling.
I'm still moving 11 feet. So
Yeah,
I'm
it'd be
moving
10.
11 feet.
Cool. All right, so you're now 10 feet underwater, holding this sheep as it's trying to struggle against you,
Yep.
which it's going to contest you here to try and break free. So we do the same thing, and you're gonna have to get used to just throwing the scroll out for the next little bit. You have to beat a 7.
Okay,
next,
is it athletics?
yeah, it's always gonna be athletics for you. You're kind of the holder. Perfect.
The thing, if he
All
does
right.
a 7, I at least have 8. Because like the minimum I can do.
Yeah,
is
it's
8.
true. Okay, Varen, it's your turn. You're currently restrained by your own entangle,
Right.
and the
Yep.
water's just rushing through you.
Cool.
You can see inside the hallway now.
Okay. What,
Oh, this is great.
what do I see?
You see faint light that's like moving, like natural light of some sort. It seems to be from some sort of fire in the distance, and it's curved. This, like, the top part of this seems almost like cavernous, like a natural earth wall, and the bottom half is like worked stone that has been completely covered in like algae and other surfaces, and the water's just 3/4 full, just pouring through like a rapid now. And
Can I tell, like, what, just in general, like, is it a hallway? Is it another big chamber?
it's definitely a hallway, and it's like a downward one. So it's like
Okay.
the current and also the angle is just like really rapid. You can see like a faint light from like downhill over the horizon that you can see. Like you can only see so much because of the
Okay.
angle.
But, like, the floor is level at the door.
Yeah. And then it descends
cool.
rapidly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not talking to you, Google.
Google, what's down there?
Can I guess I want to shoot an octopus with my bow? With, like, crazy disadvantage?
Yeah, it's technically, let's see, 5, 10.
Because I checked underwater combat, and it says I can make attacks with disadvantage if it's within my
If
range.
it's within a specific range, yeah, because your range isn't the same anymore either.
Well, if it's within my weapon range, which is 150 feet.
Do you have sharpshooter?
No, I have a longbow.
Because I'm pretty sure it says automatically misses a target beyond the weapon's normal range, which I believe is like 80
It's 150 feet.
Oh, okay. Yours is like 150, 400 or something like that?
150, 600.
Oh, okay, then you're fine. Yeah, you can make the shot with disadvantage then.
The guy who can shoot at 150 feet underwater. Told
I mean, he did like school Mora in archery.
17.
that's true.
Yeah,
Is
he
this a
actually
humanoid?
no, it's not.
Or is this a humanoid or a fiend?
No.
Okay, just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, so fiend is always toughy. 8 damage, cool. All right. Yeah, you technically did nail your target like 400 feet away that one time.
Jesus Christ.
All right. So anything else you want to do this turn?
That's pretty good.
All right. Technically, your movement is 0 now. Now it is Eric. So you just like drop into the water. You can see one of your friends on the surface currently battling a giant, or no, currently trying to drown a sheep, while a giant octopus has like all its tentacles like hovering around him aggressively.
So he's not being attacked by
Priority.
tentacles that I can see. Right?
Yeah, you see him beaten and bloodied.
Well, it could have been a sheep. Let's be honest.
But yeah, you have a strong sense that it was octopus.
Okay.
Yeah. As far as the others, you kind of see them, but it's like there's just a
is
huge.
this literally the octopus?
That's the sheep. That's why there's a pink and a snail.
I don't see it.
We can't see the pink or
Oh,
the snail.
sorry. I'm sorry. Here. It's awkward because that's another ring here.
Jeez.
There you go.
Okay, so this is the octopus.
Yeah,
Okay.
and it's huge. It's
Like huge,
full.
huge, or like
It's considered a. Let me double check this, just so I'm not lying to you.
Uh-oh.
It's considered large, so full length. It's probably like 20 feet long.
So I should go forward and stab it, right?
If you want, yeah. If you want to in on this action, fight a giant
I mean,
octopus.
is it bleeding or?
It seems to be bleeding. It's like got some like black ichor coming out of it, and it's not like ink.
Fuck. Can I really quickly just Gibbs slap Rob upside the head?
Yep. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I'll consider it a free action.
Cool.
Who the hell's Rob?
You,
Yeah,
dickhead.
yeah,
You mean Zencor?
Yes, Zencor.
he's got to learn all the names.
Zencor.
So why is
Couldn't get any worse. Really.
what? This is like nothing for us.
In
Okay,
before
well,
lightning.
I'm
You
going
hanging
to.
with the crazies.
Yay!
Yeah, how does lightning work in water?
I did the
Oh,
research, don't worry. Magic operates as magic does, so magic operates above physics in the priority order. The only changes is that when you're underwater, everyone has resistance to fire damage.
I guess that makes sense.
Yeah. But
Kinda
you
does.
still technically can throw fireballs underwater
Yeah.
because magic.
Technically.
That was literally what they said, because magic was their reasoning. So you're good.
Okay.
So we don't have to worry about lightning, friendly fire, any of that shit, other than the normal linear rules.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna go. I'm just gonna fucking charge in and stab this thing.
All right, cool. As far as rules for everyone that doesn't know about underwater combat, even if you're on the surface, weapon attacks, unless it's a dagger, a short sword, there's a couple other options, but no one owns them. Those are fine. Everything else gets disadvantage melee-wise. And then
I
you
think
move
with this I have
half.
a short sword.
There you go.
Hey, see? I was right
And-
to get my dagger. I knew.
And the other rule is that everyone's moving at half speed except for Ariel, because no one else has a swim speed. Zencor has a solution to that, but
Yeah,
that's all I'm
I'm not
giving
gonna
away.
use it though.
Okay. So yeah, you get a roll and you're using a short sword, so you don't have to worry about disadvantage. So you can
I'm
roll
also
your
gonna
attacks.
use, fighting spirit.
Awesome. Okay, cool.
Paradox summons the sea moth. I get protection, torpedoes, sonar, everything.
It's sonar. Gotta talk to
Really?
animals. It's pretty much the end of the Aquaman.
I use my periscope to check what's going on the surface.
It can
That's
see
a
through
really
walls.
long
I'm a
periscope,
warlock.
though.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
Is it?
All right. And then you can do your second attack as well. If 15 does hit, it's pretty big. And that one definitely hits. So yeah, you can roll damage for both of those, and I believe your fighting spirit applies damage as well.
Hang on.
And then you gain
Advantage
temporary
on
hit points. Oh, that's what it is. Okay, cool. So the first one is a hit, and then you can roll 2 more times for your second attack.
Okay.
And that would be
I
your
mean,
advantage.
Oh, okay. What
Yeah.
would I roll that for, though? Just
So this technically, what you just rolled is your first attack because you have advantage. So it's a 22.
Oh, I
So
see,
it
I see.
hits. and we'll roll twice for your second attack. And
I'll just take the highest one.
yeah, I forgot what Fighting Spirit does. Sorry. So 12, and then what's the next one? It does hit, but I want to see if it crits. Okay, still 26 hits. So yeah, you get a roll damage for both of those, and I believe you gain temporary hit points for using Fighting Spirit.
Yes. Trying to figure out how much. Wait.
Cool.
The third 5 HP.
Yeah. So you have a 5 hit point shield now.
How do I add 10 HP? Oh, I see. Never mind. I'm smart.
Good guy.
Okay. Now I just need to do.
Okay, 10 damage, nice. And then your second one, 11. All right, 21 points of damage. So yeah, you just
How is he
swim right
bleeding?
in there and just like start hacking away. You actually cut off one of the tentacles as you begin fighting it.
I'm gonna let out a muffled. Gotcha, bitch.
Gotcha.
Yeah, just to paint the scene, like the water is like stationary in the room, other than like a pouring waterfall from where you guys fell from. But the current is just like, or the surface is just cascading because of all of, like the huge figures in the battle going on. And that's your turn, I believe.
Jeez.
Because I think you used your bonus and everything else yet. So next is Ariel. So you're still currently restrained by Entangle. You can free yourself at any moment if you want. You just need to use an action to try and break free. But
got
if you're chill and you're okay with it, then you can just not do it.
No, I'm not okay with it.
Okay,
I'm gonna
so
break free.
all right, so you roll an athletics check, I believe.
Yeah, 1 second.
So hold on. This
Strength saving throw.
Strength. Okay, so
tentacle-
it's your strength saving throw. And then Eric, what were you saying?
this betentacled beast, is that
God damn it.
one beast or is it 2?
It's one, the one that you're fighting with. The snail and the pink is just my symbol of like it's a sheep currently.
Gotcha.
Nine. Yeah,
Yeah.
9 you don't break
So
free.
that's second octopus is just a sheep.
Yeah,
Well, as far as you know, it's just a sheep.
yeah.
As far as we know.
Yeah, you honestly came in at the best time where Caradoc's fucking trying to drown his sheep while fighting in a giant octopus.
You know, there was no sheep sprite, so I just decided to use another octopus and a snail.
It was, I think there was like 5 minutes left when this started. So it was just like, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? And then that was it. I can actually put one up if you guys
Yeah,
want.
we ended it with, I'm gonna turn into a sheep, and that was it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, this is one fat ass sheep, but here. It's currently right here, being grappled by
That's a
Caradoc.
bear.
It's not a bear, that's a fucking sheep. Do you want me to extend it so then it looks
It's a
like
sheep, but it's all like. Oh,
yeah, it's supposed to
Oh,
be
that is
2
it.
squares,
So you
but they
can't-
smudged
You
it.
can't just resize it normally. That's weird.
It's
Yeah.
a compressed sheep,
Yeah.
okay? It's
Anyway,
because I'm holding it so tight that it's now looks like that.
Oh,
There.
right.
Ariel, is there any bonus action or anything you want to do? Your movement technically is 0, but so you can only do a
Yeah,
bonus
I
action.
can't do anything.
Okay.
And I don't think I have any bonus actions. Well,
Okay.
I have Flame Blade, but that can't really help me right now.
Okay, it's now
Not
Zenkor.
bad at it.
You can attack Varen with your flame blade. You know?
I haven't
Zenkor,
cast it. I can't attack them yet.
as you can, this thing is huge, and because it's a 3-dimensional battle right now, there's about like 30 to 40 feet underwater. You technically can use linear skill shots and not have to worry about hitting Eric.
Okay.
You
Oh.
would just have to tell me that you're hitting Eric if you want to.
Alright. Include Eric in the blast
Yeah.
radius.
So, yeah, you do your thing now. What do you want to do?
Better not.
Alright. So when I cast things, like, do I have like disadvantage or anything?
No. Spells are spells. It's only applying to melee and ranged weapons because of momentum with arrows, and certain weapons
There's-
are awkward
don't-
with water resistance.
Doesn't everyone have resistance to like fire or something?
Yep. Everyone has
Yeah,
resistance
they're
to
all
fire, and his movement's reduced, but that's the only thing he has to worry about.
Yeah.
Okay, can I use like a bonus action to get Caradoc's attention and toss him his great axe, or throw his great axe through the water?
He's like, what, 10 feet underwater right now, and a little bit away. You can try to throw it to him, but he looks pretty occupied, and he might not hear you.
I mean, yeah.
You literally came in. He's wrestling a sheep underwater. It's a really awkward time for you.
So he could-
Fine, okay.
So I guess I will shuffle the great axe through the water towards the sheep and just hope for the best.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna say it lands about here, and I'm gonna put one thing. What else are you gonna do?
All right. So Zenkor is gonna focus up real tight, and he's going to level up his witch bolt
Okay.
all the way up to a level 3,
Okay.
and
Spicy
I'm
witch bolt.
going to attack the squib.
Okay. So you roll to attack, right? Or is it a Constitution? Okay, cool. Roll to attack then. And it's normal, so you don't have to worry too much.
Okay.
It
It
hits.
23 hit.
Yeah, it hits. So roll that initial burst
Definitely.
damage from level 3.
All right, so that's 3 d12s plus 3.
Yeah. So let's see that shit.
Jesus. Yeet.
24
Wow.
damage.
All right.
Alright.
That one.
That's pretty good actually.
And you
Actually.
feel like the magical energy resonating between you and it now as you hit it as well.
Yeah, hit that.
Alright.
Okay,
Anything
now
else
the
you want to do this
connection.
turn? You mostly have movement left, that's it.
No, that's it. I want to stay within my 30 feet so I can recast.
Okay. It is now Octopus. Being attacked by a new target, it turns to Eric after
Nice.
losing its tentacle and tries to retaliate with you. Does a 22 does hit.
Yeah, of course.
So you take some hefty damage. Unless it rolls
Shit,
slow.
kill me in one hit.
Oh, there. Okay, 14 bludgeoning damage. I need you to roll an athletics check.
It's 20 plus 5, right?
Yeah, whatever your athletics says.
Ooh, nope. Question mark is not what I'm looking for.
17. Okay, you're good. You see it trying to wrap around you, but you're too quick, and you just like put yourself under the water for a moment as it like goes to try and grab and misses you. Still taking the hit and just like trying to dash a little bit with the momentum. It is now Caradoc's turn again, drowning the sheep. What are you doing, buddy? You don't have to make any rolls. You can still operate as grappled. It has to be the sheep that
Okay,
breaks.
how far am I from the entanglement thing on the floor?
20, well, like 15 feet.
Ooh.
15, really? God
Yeah.
damn it, GM. I can move at 11 feet. Jesus.
Technically 10, but yeah.
I
you're right.
mean, hey, if he's not using his action for anything else, can he sprint?
Yes, he can dash still.
Ooh, okay.
Right.
Okay, so what I'm going to try
Mhm.
is
Wait,
to
hold on.
dash down
have an
with the
axe.
sheep. I know, but
He's
right
watching.
now,
He's watching it
it's
like
either-
slowly descend.
It's either doing like attacking two creatures with disadvantage with an axe,
That's a
or
good plan.
actually putting one underwater that's gonna like die by itself. I'd rather choose the second option. So anyway, I'm going to dash down to where the entanglement is, and I'm going to push the sheep in the spell, but staying far enough from it so I do not get entangled myself.
Okay, let me just double check to see if anything happens
Interesting
when people
plan.
enter Entangle. I think it's just difficult.
I'm gonna try. I
terrain.
don't know if it's even possible to do that, but I want to try it out.
Yeah. It is now stuck in difficult terrain, but that's pretty much it. So
Gosh,
it's gonna
it's
be
pissed.
moving. It's gonna be moving at like 20.
Quick, pass me the sheep,
10
Gyarados.
Yeah, it's gonna be moving about 10 feet. It's gonna be moving 10 feet a turn
Wait,
if
what?
you do that. Because if you're putting it, it's just difficult terrain. So you're just throwing it into the
Doesn't trap it,
seaweed.
it just makes
Oh,
it
it is.
The
It's-
plants
terrain?
the plants
They've-
only grab when I cast it.
Yeah, they do not
Ah.
seem to be grasping anymore. It's just
But
seaweed.
now
and
we
shit.
know that. And that's something that I didn't know before.
Interesting. So
Mhm.
okay, so am I supposed to know that?
I mean, you can see that they're just normal plants. They don't seem to be like trying to grab you guys. So I'll give you the benefit of the doubt.
Okay.
So you now are looking around with the sheep underwater, trying to figure out what you're doing.
I mean, you could
Yeah,
just hold it
exactly.
down there, honestly.
I mean, yeah, I could just
It
go
is technically
down.
starting to drown.
Well, and I have no idea which speed it's going otherwise, because 10 feet sounds like pretty...
It
It's still
can't
going to
move
be-
right now because it's grappled.
Yeah, definitely. Okay.
But if you
I'm
stop
going to
grappling
go... I'm going to go... You know what? I'm just going to stay here, because... Wait, where's the octopus? The octopus is actually attacking someone else, right?
Yeah.
It's up near the top.
it's attacking
It's-
me
So...
because bitches want to play.
Wait, where are you? I can't see you on the mini.
I mean, you can't see me on the map.
He's
Oh no, I
with
can.
Octopus,
You're
yeah.
under the sheep. No, you're not. Where?
No, I'm
No,
not.
he's
I'm
big
right
orange
next to
thing.
the thing.
Yeah.
Why is your icon orange? Anyway, it doesn't matter. Okay, cool.
Everyone's just colored specific for their thing.
Yeah, but I see it like blue on the bottom of the screen. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Okay, cool. I'm going to I'm going to stay here then.
Mhm.
Instead of going down. Grapple
Okay.
to the sheep, and if the axe is around me when it's falling down, I'm going to grab it and still like holding the sheep as much as I can. So
Okay. Roll. That wouldn't be acrobatics. It's something dexterity based. Let me check here. It might just be raw dexterity here. Trying to hold on to him while reaching out for the
raw
axe.
dexterity. Oh
Yeah.
my god, that's gonna be.
Sleight of hand.
Oh my god!
All
I
right.
thought it was the one.
They're pretty
nice.
good.
Yeah, you get it, and you hold your trusty axe, and you know it's yours
Okay, yeah.
as soon as you hold it.
Okay, I'm holding my axe.
Okay.
Cool. Okay, thank you.
All right.
And I'm waiting for the sheep to not move anymore. And that's it.
Okay.
So it's still moving. And
Yeah, it's struggling. And that's your turn.
Mm-hmm.
Once you
Okay.
slit its throat,
It's continuing to struggle.
Yeah, it's a very good point, but I'm
Yeah.
also
roll your athletics.
roll
Every time it's the sheep's turn, just be ready to roll athletics. Okay, cool. It's Baron's turn now.
fucking sheep.
Okay.
That's a
Do
good
I,
point.
do I have a line on the octopus?
Yeah.
I don't have a great understanding of the 3D layout of things right now.
Yeah,
So I'm
it's
just gonna
awkward.
shoot.
You're fine
shoot
still,
Octodad
just
up
because
there.
it's huge. Okay.
Uh,
Actually, Octodad has a way better AC. His movement's crazy.
20.
Alright, 23 hits.
Then I don't remember what damage is this.
9.
9 damage.
Alright. Math is hard. Okay. Now that's your turn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We go to Eric. You're currently fighting this son of a bitch. One-on-one. And you just see every once in a while, like, arrows come up from underwater, like, cascading, like, weirdly elegantly through the water when it should just be dying and just hitting into the thing from underneath.
Still not dead though.
No, it seems pretty wounded. Like there's it's just ichor like all along the back wall.
I'm going in
behind
for the
it.
kill.
Okay. He goes for the critical strike. Can he do it?
Critical.
Alright.
Robert's strategically planning for his turn.
I'm planning my next attack.
Fuck's sake,
Magicians. 26 hits. Yeah, and you're not using Fighting Spirit this turn, as far as I was aware. Okay. And second one does hit. +7 is pretty good. Alright, so roll those damages. Alright, 12, nice. What's the second one? 11?
God, I love this character.
Oh my god.
You cut, like, you just do 2 quick slashes, and you cut off 2 more tentacles, and they slowly start falling down, and there's just black blood everywhere now. You can, like, feel it, like, along your jaw, and, like, taste slightly in your mouth as you're just, like, battling it. And you taste, like, salt of the water, and also just, like, the taste of its
Alright, now
blood.
you're going too in detail. I'm
No,
not
well,
keeping my mouth
I'm giving
open
you
while
no.
I'm doing it.
You get like little bits of water. This is like aggressive.
We're
fighting
breathing
shit.
underwater, so
Yeah,
Yeah, we have water
Fair.
breathing.
yeah.
yeah.
And
it's
also,
sort of-
I'm giving. It's called subtle details, which they already know, but I'm giving you subtle details. Alright. All right. Zenkor's
Feel
turn.
slightly aroused.
Oh no, Ariel's turn. Sorry, Ariel's before Zenkor.
I'm just gonna mention here that
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting really uncomfortable that there's black stuff in the water because the last time I had
Stop
black stuff
being
around me, I
racist.
nearly died. I
Mhm.
nearly died.
Okay.
Wow. Well, then.
Why do you gotta be
She's-
so
I'm gonna
racist?
go ahead
She's
and
talking-
get another beer.
Yeah, no,
Right?
she's-
What do you say, black?
Last time I had black liquid of substance around
Ugh.
me.
It was
Okay.
technically oil.
That sounds a
Oil.
little bit better.
Yeah.
I'm going to try and. Is it the thing's not dead yet?
No, it seems to be extremely wounded. There's like 4 tentacles left, and it's just like
Jesus
jerking
Christ.
around. Like it's actually spazzing, like every once in a while.
I'm gonna cast frostbite on it.
Okay, frostbite. It has to make a Constitution save, correct? Under
14.
your spell. Okay, cool. So its Constitution is.
Better not make that save.
Technically, it is a. I cannot. There it is. It does not make the save, so roll that damage.
Bitch. Hold on.
Fuck nature.
Fuck that bitch.
There's just like this underwater like haven of nature, and then you guys like fall in from the sky and just kill everything. Ooh.
Ew.
Okay.
Damn, 2 damage. Way to go.
You
Wow.
reach out,
But
trying.
I also
You
have disadvantage now.
I hope that wasn't a high
wait,
level
wait,
skill.
no, wait. You're gonna. Ariel reaches out and uses like a ray of frost coming from her hand, and just like slowly arcs through the water. And when it reaches it, you just see it like puncture slightly, and one of the like weird air pockets it has near its eyeball, and it just like slowly and limply drifts away from Eric. No other
But-
movement.
Dead?
It's dead.
It does. Is it dead?
Yeah.
2 damage?
Yeah.
It was
You
that
were
close.
2 damage off when you hit it. Yeah.
Listen, you're welcome. I am so proud of that. I'm tied up like a fucking
When I-
fish in a net.
When I
2
saw
damage
you
killed it.
put 2 damage, it was pretty funny. I just like looked
It's
down
like,
and like, okay.
it's like she
That's
blew up a balloon and
beautiful.
let it
That's
go.
fucking poetic.
Oh, I also don't need this axe here anymore. Alright, so this
So
guy
now there's
is
just the
dead.
sheep, right?
Yeah, there's just the sheep and Caradon. The ultimate 1v1.
I vote we just all kind of cheer him on and do fucking nothing.
Oh my god.
It's like a wrestling match. Can we place bets on this?
I mean, he can, technically. Alright, next is Zenkor.
Since I'm the only one that can shout right now, I'm gonna shout that I've got 2 gold
Alright,
on the sheep.
Okay, alright.
Okay, so
It's gonna turn back into a
has
fucking
no idea why Caradoc is trying to drown a sheep.
Because the sheep is another one of those squid.
Yeah, but he doesn't.
But he doesn't know that.
Yeah, I don't know that.
Oh,
All I know
fuck
is
yeah,
that
he
he's
doesn't know that.
strangling a sheep. But since Caradoc is a very trusted friend of mine,
Okay.
I know that there has to be a reason why he's trying to kill.
Yeah, go for it. You
fucking
can kill the
sheep.
fucking sheep. Go for it.
So I'm just gonna
You don't have to explain that.
toss a cantrip
Yes,
over
he
that
does.
way.
Cool.
It's so beautiful.
It is
isn't
funny.
Ray of Frost.
Alright, shoot that ray of frost.
Do it.
22.
22 hits, roll that damage.
Alright.
I'm gonna
yeah.
laugh if the sheep doesn't die.
Regardless, it's gonna be interesting. 13 damage?
Nice.
Yeah.
Magic is weird. You hit it, and you see its outer form freeze within Caradoc's arms. And with a little bit of a squeeze, just unintentionally, Caradoc breaks it apart in his arms. And weirdly, you feel a force within it expand rapidly and like throw your arms open, Caradoc. And you just see a growing form of the octopus breaking free.
Bitch, what?
You polymorphed it. Read the spell.
Hold on. Yeah, I gotta read that shit.
As a master of
Panic,
nature
okay.
and
I see what
shapes.
Brightwing would do. Hold on.
It's like a druid wild shape.
Mhm.
So you've been trying to drown a water creature?
No,
This entire
it,
time?
it still can drown.
When
It was
a
almost
sheep, it was
drowned.
super drownable.
Yeah,
No.
it almost drowned there, and then it would have reverted to 0 hit points and expanded into an octopus.
God damn it.
So my bet
You're
might
welcome.
actually be the one that wins.
You did win because it broke free. It
Hey,
is
was he
no
taking,
longer
like-
restrained.
Well, I feel
Was
like
he
the
taking
bets that we were
suffocation
making.
damage each
No.
turn?
When you're underwater and you're not able to breathe underwater due to aerial, you have a number of minutes that you can survive underwater without drowning. And then the moment that you hit that threshold, you're immediately at 0 hit points and unconscious and start making death saving throws. So it's the entire process of drowning, and then you start dying.
I see.
Yeah. So it had a constitution of 0 as a sheep and could only survive for 1 minute. And Caradoc had almost held it under there for a full minute. So that
You're welcome.
that was the whole process. But
Man, I almost killed it. Jesus.
meta speaking, you did technically crowd control it, so then you could take them on one at a time. And now you have
Yeah,
another octopus.
that's pretty good.
And it is now Zenkor. That guy's dead. Caradoc's turn.
Ooh, yeah. Okay,
So yeah, you
you
just see a sheep like turn into ice in your arms and then explode into an octopus.
Oh, that's
That's exactly what
that's
happened.
what happened.
Yeah.
This is great.
And
I stare at the octopus for a second, being like, "What the f is going on?"
hashtag magic.
It's magic. And then I will swing back to the other octopus, who's still like a little.
No, it's dead. There's only
no, it's
one
dead.
left.
Everything's
yeah.
dead?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wait.
Caradoc, I killed it.
No.
Yeah.
No, not everything. The second one is still alive. We
Yeah.
almost killed it, but then you let it
Yeah.
go for some reason.
What? No, okay,
Wait,
guys. I'm gonna explain this. The the sheep technically died. It went to 0 hit points, which breaks the polymorph spell that was on it.
Oh.
So now it is the regular octopus that has not fought at all. The one that you guys were
Oh.
originally fighting that wasn't the sheep has been killed by Ariel's frostbite.
with the magnificent
Yeah.
damage. Okay.
Zenkor
Oh,
broke the
interesting.
polymorph spell by attacking the sheep.
Thank
Which
you.
no one knows. Like Caradoc, technically within 3 turns you would have done the exact same thing.
Oh, because
Yeah.
even if it drowns, it
Yeah,
actually breaks the
if it
spell?
dies like if it reverts to 0 HP in any way, it will revert to its normal form.
That is so interesting.
Yeah.
And so,
And
Okay,
Ariel technically
ladies
can
and
do that to you guys too if she wanted to. Like-
ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go a little bit deeper in an octopus mind for us. The octopus didn't know that either because it was trying to swim to the surface. Imagine what went through the octopus brain, because now it's like back in octopus size, being like, I just exploded in ice and I'm back, and what the fuck is going on?
It seems to be very mad. What are
I
you doing
expect
for your
the
turn?
octopus right now to be wanting a beer, so I'm going to take out a beer from my. No, I'm kidding. Okay, I'm going to attack the.
Okay.
I'm going to
One for
attack the
value.
octopus with my axe with my
Okay.
axe.
Okay. Roll with disadvantage for your attacks.
Okay, so perfect.
So you get 2 attacks, disadvantage.
So 2DKL1.
You're still technically 20 feet underwater, just a reminder.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. That is still. Where's the other octopus? Is it still?
He's still
far out?
under with you. He has not
Okay, okay,
moved.
okay.
Yeah.
So first roll. How did no that I fucked this up?
Mm-hmm.
There.
Okay.
Did
Cool.
it better.
It
Okay, so
hits
that's my first
for
roll.
sure. Yeah.
Second roll.
Hey, they bumped into each other. It hits.
Oh wow. Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm going to do the damage.
It is a huge creature, so it's pretty easy to hit. So the disadvantage
makes
isn't that bad.
Axe. Where's my axe?
As a small detail, while he's rolling damage, you guys notice at the very, very far end of this room, closer to where the ruin is kind of becoming a cavern, you see like a small reef shark just kind of swimming around and like just
Oh, yeah.
engaged with like smaller fish. It doesn't seem to care about anything that's going on, and it kind of seems just very content with staying in its own little spot. That's the only other real thing
AKA
that's
the
going
shark
on.
gives 0 fucks.
Yeah. I mean, he's currently the furthest he can be, and there's not really anywhere he can go. And he's not
Okay,
really
I'm doing
hungry.
Also, I completely forgot to add the 2
Rage
damage on
damage?
every single of my rolls before,
Mhm.
but that's fine. So
Okay, we can start doing
that's
it
the
now.
first damage. Ooh,
17, nice, nice.
And the second one is going to be 17 again. No. never mind.
What?
Wait,
What?
This is
Yeah, it
just
is.
like okay,
What the
we've
fuck?
had 2 critical successes in a row twice, and now we've just had you do that. So
Okay,
that's
so
34
that's
slashing
34
damage.
damage total.
Nice.
Because, hey, I'm back with my axe.
Yeah, you're
Hope you had a
reunited
great act.
and ready to roll. Alright, yeah, you hack away and you cut away one of those tentacles just from the get-go, and the second slash goes right into its, like, underbelly. Because you're, like, right in there. Like, all the tentacles are, like, just amongst, like, a mass all around you and, like, way past you. Because you guys were almost occupying the same space. And it is now its turn. And it's going to try and fight you, as it's been attempted to be drowned and all that bullshit, and it wants you gone. So 24 hits. And the damage, bludgeoning, 23 bludgeoning damage reduced in half, which is 11. So you take 11 bludgeoning damage, Caradoc. And you have to make the athletics to make sure it doesn't grab you.
So I'm doing athletics, and how much damage did I take?
11.
11. Oh,
That's the
yeah.
reduced damage.
Yep. Yeah, I get it. Okay, let me change that. And athletics is going to be.
You're now also starting to slowly feel a tug of the water around you. You succeed on the athletics. All right.
Tug? What do you
Like
mean?
the water is like slowly pulling you down. There's like a little bit
I
of a
see.
down.
Oh
current.
wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Only now. Wow. Okay.
It's a huge room, and it's just like path of least resistance. You were up on the surface for a while. All right. So next one is Baron.
Let's shoot it.
Okay. Go for it. Eric, you're next after this.
Okay.
18 damage. Yeah, it hits. What beautiful music for this combat experience. 6 damage. Okay, yeah. Alright, so Eric, you're next.
I'm gonna fucking stab it.
Alright, stab away. Stabby stab. You don't get it disadvantage because you got that short sword. The short sword life. 18 hits. 16 hits.
Yeah.
You pretty much have to roll like super low to miss.
Yeah.
Your character's pretty accurate.
Generally speaking, yeah.
Alright, 7 damage. What's the second one? Ooh.
Aw.
That's still 15. Still pretty good. Alright, anything else you want to do? You're technically
good.
like above this one, like stabbing down at its head.
Okay.
Okay. Next is Ariel.
Whew. Okay.
Hey, can you now help with this thing instead of just sitting there struggling?
She literally just killed the last one.
Yeah.
Dude, I did most of the work.
Oh, you did most of the work.
I'm feeling a little underappreciated here. Like,
So
come on, guys.
gold
I'm
goes to
gonna
whoever
snap my
gets the last
fingers
hit.
and take away your fucking water breathing, and then we'll talk.
Wow.
And you guys can all hear me shit talking you.
Yeah, it's true.
Clearly. So, fuck yourself. Appreciate the queen, okay?
Oh my.
That's right.
Support life.
Snapping that fingers.
Alright, what are you doing?
Oh no, she
All right.
did.
Hold on. Can I, question, can I Misty Step out of the teleport out of the vine?
You can do everything but technically move, so you can Misty Step out because that costs an action or a bonus action depending on what it says.
It's a bonus action.
Yep, so you can Misty Step out of it.
I'm gonna Misty Step the fuck out of there because I
And-
just noticed I had that.
Okay, you can move anywhere in
Oh
range.
my
so
god. This
just
is
let
like
me
when
know where.
Goku remembers that he can instant teleport.
Yeah, it actually isn't exactly like that.
I'm gonna come up over away. I don't know. Like,
Wherever you
Yeah,
want.
accurate?
get nice and close to it.
I mean, you could just go up.
Yeah, like remember
Oh,
this
okay,
is...
not close, because
Yeah.
it's squishy.
Okay, so you're
Yeah.
there,
Yeah.
and then are you still on, like on the bottom, or are you like up a little bit?
Like, I don't know.
Because you can still be on the floor and it's difficult terrain. You've freed yourself, but you can go up to 20 feet up in the water and be like halfway underwater.
Oh my god.
My mind's too dirty for this. You're like, are you on the top or the bottom? You can be on the floor.
I'm so glad I'm not the only one.
I need
You
to.
just
I'm
stay
just saying.
with the
I
wall.
need to know your position.
Well, we fight some tentacles. What position would
Yeah,
I
like
prefer?
what?
Good to know.
Where? I just need to know where you are right now and what you're doing.
I'm like in the middle, so like I'm
Okay.
a little bit higher than where I was.
Cool.
You're in the middle.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So you're a safe distance and you don't get bludgeoned, but you're still in the middle of everything.
Just a regular old tentacle sandwich.
And I'll cast frostbite as my action.
Cool. It makes a 3. So,
Okay, so you
do the
failed,
damage.
bitch.
You fail.
You lose. Good day,
You
sir.
get nothing.
All your rooms belong to us. Ooh, there you go.
Yay.
That's better. Alright, that's 8
Wow.
cold
Plus your guy gets
damage.
disadvantage.
Disadvantage on the next attack it does?
On a failed save, the target takes the damage and has disadvantage on the next attack.
Cool. Alright, I'll remember that. I just wrote it down. Alright, so next, unless you want to swim anywhere, but I'm sure you want to be in the spot you teleported to.
No, I is good.
Okay, next is Zenkor.
Yeah, that's me. That's what's up.
Yeah. So now
I'm
you
going
see
to,
the sheep exploded into an octopus and is now fighting your friends.
I'm gonna counterattack with a splash attack.
Alright, roll for splash attack.
All right, I'm going to hit him with a another frosty little
Ray of Frost.
Frosty little cold one.
Okay.
Frothy little ray of frost
I'm
one.
gonna crack a cold one on it.
Yeah.
Alright, hits. Roll for fizz.
Yeah. Fuck.
Alright. Alright. So I take 6 cold damage. And it is now Caradoc's turn.
Cold frothy one.
Hello. Attack. Boom,
someone
boom.
say
Chomp,
frothy?
chomp, chomp.
Alright, do
So
your
I'm going
thing.
to do 2 disadvantage again.
Yep. Yeah, you're gonna always be disadvantaged as long as you're underwater, on water, or yeah. 14 hits. 11 misses.
Okay, so damage now.
The first
ready
miss
to,
of the game.
Ready to see 18 damage? No.
Ooh, awkward.
9. 9, it's okay.
Awkward.
Yeah.
What is maths? Okay, we're good. Alright, it is its turn, and it's gonna attack Caradoc, but it has disadvantage. And I'm doing it.
Watch this bitch
my way.
miss.
Okay.
That's fine.
Disadvantage. There
That's
you go, you
better.
miss. What?
It's better. It's way better.
Yeah, yeah. Alright. So it misses. You're good. And you just see it, like, slowly and, like, lazily trying to hit you, and you just, like, duck under using, like, your arms to go under a
He
little
just
bit.
slaps it aside.
Yeah. You just, like, End of Matrix does it. He just, like, puts his arm out and blocks it. Alright, Baron, it's your turn.
I'm gonna do something a little weird.
Alright. Well, I mean, you've been doing weird shit for most of the combat.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot it.
Oh, okay. 21.
21.
Alright, hits.
Damn.
6.
Six.
Alright. Alright. Anything else?
Nope.
Alright. Okay, next is Ariel.
Get him.
How many fucking turns has this been? Like, my entangle's
It's
gonna
been a
end
while.
soon.
Yeah, it's been, since you've entangled, it's been 2 weeks since you, anyway, it's been about 4 or 5 turns.
Okay.
2 weeks.
I was waiting for Rob to jump in there. It is Ariel's turn.
My turn?
Yep.
Already?
Hold the light out.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm trying to just, like, keep pace. It's
Ooh,
mostly
that's
you guys
exciting.
versus one thing, so.
Alright, how does it look right now? This tentacle
It's
thingy.
looking pretty wounded, and it's dying pretty quickly. Like, it's just
How close am I
focused
to it?
by everything. You
How close am
are
I in feet?
5, 10, 15, about 15 feet.
Okay, I'm gonna move up 5 feet and use poison spray.
Okay. That makes a Constitution saving throw as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Constitution saving of 14.
Okay. It rolls 4. So you gotta do your thing. What are we hearing?
Oh shit! I fucked up. Why am I? Okay, I'm having a moment.
Slash.
Just slash R.
Yeah, that works too.
Space. There we go. That one just went flying. 15 damage. Okay. Any other effects, does it say, or is it just the damage? Acidic damage. Or no, that's poison.
No, that's it. No disadvantage on the next.
Okay. Alright. Next is Zenkor.
Ah, my turn again already?
Yeah.
Okay, same thing.
Okay.
Rinse, repeat. Ah, fuck.
11
No,
just
11 hit.
misses. No. It's getting dark to see with all the like blood, and you just like trying to aim at your angle, but it misses. Caradoc. Unless you want to move, Zenkor.
Nope.
Alright. Caradoc, make a athletics check.
Athletics check. It's coming up. Be ready. Hold on to your butt. Oh my god, it's getting there.
and
Oh,
is
I
it
can
there?
feel it coming. Oh yeah. Yeah, there we go.
Alright. 15? Okay. You feel the water around you, like, pushing you downwards, but you're able to, like, resist it and able to move normally in your turn. Obviously with the normal restrictions. Your turn can continue as usual. So what are we doing, Nim?
I feel being pulled down, and what?
It's just the water essentially is like emptying out, and you're close enough to feel it like pulling, the currents pulling you in, but you're
Okay.
fine. Like you're just like conscious of it, and you're able to keep level to where you
I
are.
think I'm going to just attack the
Okay.
thing. What would be the interesting thing to do? No, I don't really think there's anything I can do. Anyway.
WWKD,
I could
man.
try to hold myself, but like how violent? Like it seems that
It's
it took
picking up.
forever for the water to go out.
It's
so
picking up.
I'm not sure how violent the current is, especially since Varen is next to the door and still like hanging out here,
He's
having fun.
like he's
I anchored
he's got
myself
a
to
few
the ground.
bruises. Yeah, like
Oh, yeah.
he's like tied up by like seaweed and like other like thicker water plants, but like he's still like hitting against the wall that he's like against, like swinging
Hey.
back and forth from the current.
Hey.
So is it safe to assume that as
It's
he's
never
tied
safe
up
to
there,
assume.
he's being smacked by the cut
That's
off tentacles that would just
Oh.
drag past him? So he'd be getting a leg, long black tentacles slap him in the face.
No,
I'm
they're
not in a great spot.
as
exactly.
much as you want that to happen. Currently, they're just hitting against the wall at the surface above him.
Oh.
They're just slapping at the surface. That's
Yeah.
good to know.
In case you guys need them for anything.
Lame.
I needed the visual.
Yeah. So yeah, Caradoc, you do your thing. Everything's normal right now.
Do I have the feeling that I need to save my life, or I can spend a little bit of time trying to handle this creature and put my axe into its axe? If you know
Depends
what
on
I
how
mean.
confident you are and how athletic you are.
What?
It depends on how confident you are and how athletic you are as a person. Like in
Well,
that
that's
scenario, you'd be
well-
like, well, am I like athletic? Am I like buff enough to handle a little bit of turbulence? Like,
Yeah, that's what I think I am buffed enough. I'm going to attack this creature
Cool.
again
Man
with
thinks
my
he's buff
fantastic,
enough.
wonderful.
hold my
Okay,
beer.
first attack. Boom. Oh, natural 20. Yeah. Second attack.
Are you actually rolling right now?
Yeah.
I don't see any
I'm not
rolls.
seeing anything.
Oh, I did 20 and 14 on my screen. Your
Screen-
connection to the
Oh, there
there
it
we
is.
go.
Oh, there it is. Yep.
Nice.
All right.
Okay, so with disadvantage, unfortunately, you don't get that 20, but you hit with both of them.
Okay, cool. Damage! It's coming up!
Okay, 13. And...
And 13 again? Really?
Okay.
Is it? How is
26.
that?
Yo,
There's one chance out of 12 this
fake
happens. It
maths,
happens twice.
okay? Fake probability. Alright. Yeah, it looks disgustingly brutalized. It's not looking good. That's
Stab it,
the
stab
end
it,
of your
stab it,
turn.
stab it, stab it.
It's its turn. And it's gonna attack.
Don't you say it.
I guess it's gonna continue to attack Caradoc because it's just like
Nice.
the battle. Well, no,
I mean, I'm
So
sorry.
glad it's
No.
gonna attack me.
I hate that you said that because he is gonna attack you. I'm like looking at I was looking between Eric and Caradoc, and then I'm like, wait, you just entered range, and you've been doing.
Listen,
that
you
shit.
already declared your attack.
Rip.
I'm sorry. It's going to be 16 bludgeoning for Ariel.
You're a piece of shit.
Wow.
It's in range, man. As soon as you moved up that 5 feet,
Range.
it desperately
Range.
has someone that it can grab.
You're not my friend anymore.
You need to make an athletics check.
Oh. Okay, hold on.
Mm.
My athletics. 4. Wait, where'd it go? There.
Alright, and nice, you succeed. Alright. So yeah, you're okay besides the damage. And the impact of the actual tentacle like hits you aside at the moment where it can't like lash onto you and you're okay. It's desperate. It is now going to use this.
It's feeling desperate. God.
In here, and within, actually because it's in the middle, that whole area of water is covered in ink. You can use bonus action. Okay. It's just gonna try and flee. And
Gonna try what?
it's going to try and dash out. I want Ariel, Eric, and Caradoc make perception checks.
Oh no.
Perception.
Oh.
Are you gonna
All of a sudden,
sense
it just
tentacle
releases an ink jet, and darkness just surrounds all of
God
you guys.
damn it.
Hey, I'm
Your
familiar with
perception is
underwater
6.
creatures, but I know what the fuck it's doing.
You know that, yeah, you know exactly what it's doing. It's releasing an ink jet, and like
Oh.
you can't see it now. You
That
see
bitch
it.
ain't getting away.
All right, you see the movement and the ink, like, and you feel the rush. Ariel, I
Wait,
need
so
your
I get an
perception.
attack of opportunity?
You're going to get your attack of opportunity.
Ew.
Yes. You're the only one though, so yeah, you get a free attack as it tries to dash away.
Yes.
It
come
hits.
on.
It hits, just barely, and. Yeah, you just
sit down.
You just see like darkness shroud all around you guys, and then you sense a quick movement, and like instinctively, not even thinking, you just immediately like switch the handle sides and like slash into the side right beside you, and it dashes still. And you make impact, and as it dashes, you just slide the sword all the way through its body, and all Zenkor sees is just a dead octopus with full momentum, just like fly out of the ink cloud and like slowly move momentum and just float lifelessly.
I got that bitch.
Okay.
Varen, uncomfortably, you just have this like small, like almost looks like a underwater tornado that you can make in science class, just like slowly coming at you and just like passing.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm really at the focal point of this toilet right now.
How long has it been? How long do you have left on your entangle there?
Entangle's 1 minute.
It's been about
Oh.
7 turns.
So we're pretty close. Yeah, I've got like
You can feel it
15
loosening.
seconds left on it.
Yeah, you feel it like getting out.
I want to be ready to swim away from the door once it just sort of like lets go.
Okay, you're gonna be. We're just fast forwarding through all of this. Slowly, you guys are able to see. Caradoc, I need you to make an athletics check. You need Ariel to make an athletics check. Eric and Zenkor are still at a bit where they can start seeing the water moving, especially with the ink in the water. Caradoc, you're okay. Varen, we're gonna fast forward, and you make an athletics with advantage.
What?
Ariel, you get pulled down here and ground level, and you're against the wall now. 9.
I'm against the wall, am I?
Yep. Entangle's gone, so I'm fast forwarding.
Just like how you said that. Yep.
I'm just immune to these now.
Yes, bitch, you are.
Okay. So Entangle's gone. you have your feet against the wall, trying to like push yourself forward so you can get to the other side of the wall, and timing it just is really awkward. And as you see the like plants die, you push yourself, and they still have hold on you, and you end up like tethering yourself and smacking into the door side and starting to fall in.
Cool. Can I try to grab onto something? Am I going for a ride?
You failed your athletics to get across in the first place. I'll say you'll take bludgeoning damage from the impact, and then you can make a roll here. You're gonna make a dexterity saving throw. You don't make it through the, like, you fall through the door, but you see a surface along the right side of you, because you're like water sliding down now. You're not under the water, and you see a platform to your right, and you're just desperately trying to grab at it. You took 4 bludgeoning damage. Yeah. You're making a dexterity saving throw to see how good your reflexes are. 12? Let me check. I think that's how much it is. Yeah. You like grab on, and you use that momentum, scraping yourself slightly. So you take 5 damage total, including that 4 that you just saw in there. Because you take 1 damage just scraping your arm, pulling yourself, and you are now like along the side of this rapid, and you are a little bit into where you could see. Technically, if you want me to paint your picture, you're technically right here. And
okay,
yeah,
a weird little side hallway.
Yeah, and right here across from you, above the rapid, not impacted, on the opposite wall, you see like a torch that is somehow still lit, and it's just like lighting what would be a normal staircase that has pieces of the actual stairs like broken up, and you can see like weird parts of the ruins where they no longer exist, and the water is just flowing path of least resistance wherever it can with this new entranceway. And it eventually gets to under you about 20 or 30 feet, and then it just goes into a straight downward dive, and you can see like a small whirlpool pulling all the water down. As far as the other guys, you have a few moments before you can react. You, Zenkor, you just saw, like, all you guys just saw Baron just get, like, bashed against the wall and, like, fall in, like a rag doll. And Ariel is now against the wall, like, getting pulled in. The other 3 of you have a few moments if you have any ideas.
Yeah, Zenkor's gonna
Run!
use
You mean swim?
Swim! Leave! We shouldn't be here anymore. We killed the beasts.
Yeah, we
Eric,
just said
now that you have
like,
some time to look around and get used to your surroundings as well, you notice that the entranceway that you guys came from is about 40-50 feet up, and just like pouring out a waterfall out of a doorway that has no attachment. There's just a underneath, directly underneath the doorway that's floating in the air, there's just a crumbling of rocks, and at the very bottom, close to where Ariel and them are, there's just like 3 or 4 stairs that are built.
Okay. Is the water still full of ink, or can people see now?
The ink's just going down into the doorway, so you can pretty much see now. Like, as the ink cleared, Ariel's against the wall. Yeah, it's like going down where Baron went. So essentially what happened is that the ink got where to Baron is, and you just now see it clearing up. Baron is gone, and Ariel's like holding against the wall by the doorway, and you can see she's like struggling against the current.
So what you're saying is we shouldn't follow Varen because that's where the ink is going.
Well,
I
that's
mean,
where the
if
water is
that's-
pulling you.
yeah.
You can do whatever you
It's the
want.
current.
Well, I mean, I guess Zenkor will follow the current and try to see if he can use prestidigitation on the ink.
What? What?
What?
Clear out the clean up the ink, you know? Get rid of
Are
it.
you Greenpeace?
The ink is effectively gone.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you never know.
I was so confused when you said that. Like, you were like, you know what, you gotta dive into this risky rapid and try and clear out the ink that we shamelessly left behind.
Zenkor decided to be an environmentalist all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Killing that sheep really did it. He
turned a whole new
Well, I
leaf.
mean, there's a difference between murder and
Psychedelics
letting,
are,
you know, the environment go to shit.
psychedelics
We're
are
kind of murdering
kind
the
of
planet.
changing his
you know?
life.
I don't know. What's everybody else doing? I'll just follow the pack. I don't care.
Okay, yeah, Caradoc, Eric, you got a moment to figure out what you want to do here.
I'm not an individual. I'm a metaphorical sheep.
You try to kill it in hopes of killing your own metaphor.
Yeah. I gotta break free of this metaphor crap.
I've
It was
got
very
to
symbolic for
break
Zenkor and for literally no one else.
free.
Zenkor has a little tear coming out of his face, but you can't see it. 'cause he's in
Zenkor is
water.
so proud of himself, and everyone's like, "What are you doing? You just freed the octopus." And he's
Be
like,
free, little
"Yes.
buddy. Be free.
Yes, I did.
Goddamn right, I freed him.
All right, guys, what are you doing? I need to know. If someone doesn't say anything, Ariel's making.
I guess I'm
another
gonna
athletics.
follow this thing, or hope I can.
Well, so the water, like after the door, it's not a drop, right? It's just a corridor.
You have no idea. It's just going through a
never mind.
doorway.
I do not know. I just
Yeah.
I just feel the water
The
going.
only person that knows anything about the insides is Varen because he was tied up and looking down there.
Okay, I see. All right, but did I see Varen go inside?
You saw
or
a
get
magic trick of the
swallowed by
ink. Yeah, no, you saw a magic trick of the ink cascading all around you, and when it cleared away, he's gone. You don't see him anywhere. Last time you saw him, he
Okay.
was right beside the door.
Okay, even if he's an elf, he's
Mhm.
my friend. So I need to kind of make sure that he's not dying, being attacked by 3 octopuses now, or 3 sheeps. I don't know. I don't know anymore what we're attacking. So
Yeah.
I'm going to. How is the water current right now? Is it like super strong? I'm gonna die.
It's kind of exaggerated. Like you're at a point where it's like pulling you, and it's gradually pulling you, and it's something that you can swim against. But like you can see it like quickly accelerates.
Okay, so is there anything around me that I can hold onto where I can basically wait for the water to calm down and then just walk?
Directly above Ariel on the surface, there's a couple of giant tentacles, and there's Eric. Those are the
Giant what?
two close tentacles
Tentacles.
from the octopi, and there's Eric.
Quick, grab a dick.
Well, I don't know if the thing is not going to be pulled as pull on it. And then there's Eric. I can
Yeah,
grab
he's
onto
the
Eric.
closest
but,
person. Yeah.
there's nothing else in the room.
There's
like,
the dead
literally-
octopi, but they're like further along to the side. I can even move them for you on back on here.
So there's nothing else. It's like basically concrete.
Yeah.
And we
There is a staircase down here, like a broken, ruined staircase, which is pretty much rubble, and that's it. And that's underwater.
Okay. I'm going to hold to the. You're saying rubble? There's nothing that is like protrudes from the ground that I can hold
No.
onto.
Everything's eroded. Like you have some nerves as a dwarf and someone that works with stone. Like you don't even know if you start holding on to it and the current gets strong enough if it will break. You don't know how sturdy the outside of that rock is going to be.
Okay.
It's
Wow.
it's really awkward. There's like a lot of the shit that's in here is just broken up and like rusted and destroyed. Like this is really fucking old, and you can finally see that now that you're not fighting shit. Like this
And
is
the door is completely broken too. Okay, cool. Yeah, everything is awesome. I think I'm going to grab a dick and it's going to be Eric's dick. No, just one of the.
Aggressive. Roll initiative.
I know. Oh my!
All right,
is
so
going
you're technically up here holding on now. It's pretty big. Like it's probably like 7 feet long.
Okay,
so you
but
can
it's
hold on
like,
to it.
where
as
does
it's
it
buoy.
come from? Is one of the
It's-
octopi? that
You
just
you
killed?
cut it off with one of the octopi. There's
So
a few
it's
of them.
just a free floating tentacle, right?
Yeah, that's
yeah.
stupid. Okay, never mind. No, I'm not gonna do that. It makes zero sense. Okay,
Okay.
you know what? I'm going to
It's on the
actually.
same for later.
Actually, I'm going to swim in this direction. Where is my? There you go. I'm going to swim in this direction as
Okay.
much as I can, which
Okay.
is half speed, I guess. So
Yep.
20.
And you
20
can
something.
dash if you want, but you'll
Oh,
dash
I'm
right
going
into
to
a
dash.
shark.
Yeah, I'm going to dash as
Okay.
much as I can.
There's a shark over there.
There's a shark over there.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
forgot.
but
the
it's a
very
reef shark.
far
They're
end.
pretty chill.
Yeah.
How,
Doesn't
how big is the shark?
he's not that big. He's just a normal shark.
Okay, I'm
Normal
going to try to go towards the shark. Well, not towards the shark directly, but going
Like this-
to
the
try
shark?
to avoid the shark and going this.
Cool. You guys are just chilling in your own space. It seems like
And-
it looks at you as it swims past, and you can see its eyes on you, and then it just turns around and continues swimming in its circle.
Okay, cool. And I'm going to go down on the ground as
Mhm.
much as I can and try to swim against the current because I'm going to assume.
On this side,
current is going to be
there's
the
almost
least-
no existing current, other than just displacement of water from above, like right here.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna stay here and yeah.
All right, Eric, Zenkor, what are you guys doing?
Hold on, this is the shark?
That's the octopus dead body. I was just put it there because he was asking what shit there is to hold.
Yeah, I'm just gonna follow the crowd.
The
Okay,
shark
this
I
is
don't
the
have.
shark is this way?
The shark is beside Caradoc, like right here. I just didn't put it on the map because
The shark is trying to eat Caradoc or just beside
No,
Caradoc?
it's
It's
just
just around.
yeah, it's doing laps
Just
and
chilling.
seems to be trying to avoid Caradoc as he gets over there. Even with all the blood from what's going on, it doesn't seem to be like aggressive or anything or attracted to it. It mostly is circling. You can see a small little opening in the roof, like way above, on the opposite side, like by here, and it's like a cavern on this side rather than a roof ruin, and it has broken in from the outside, and you can see water coming in, and every once in a while you see like fish being pulled down, and you can see it just doing circles around there.
That's a little disconcerting.
It doesn't seem to care about anything else going on.
So, wait, hold on. So I can't see.
No, none of that. You can only see up to like beside Ariel with the door held open, and you can see shit's getting pulled in there, and so is she.
Okay. So Ariel can't hear me, right?
No,
If I like yell. Awesome.
no. Ariel, I need you to make an athletics check.
Okie doke.
And then Eric and Zenkor, you can tell me what's going on in the meantime. It's just you guys deciding right now took some time, so I'm seeing how she's doing.
Fuck, I'm trying to figure out. I mean, do I go after?
You do a pretty good job. You're just getting pulled a little bit. You're about here.
Where?
Ariel just got pulled a little bit. So you got pulled a little bit closer to the door, but you seem to be like holding out a little bit. You're
I'm
just,
gonna try and like
slowly
read
losing.
the room a little bit. And are we like trying to stay in this room, or do we want to go get pulled in here? What's going on here?
You see the room that you're in is about halfway full. It's a huge, like super tall room. It's about 100 feet tall, right? Close to the top is the doorway flooding with water like a waterfall that you guys came from, which is the lake above you.
Right.
You realize that the water in here that was already here, it actually is the salt taste that you're tasting. And there's weird little like yellow glowing orb things that are almost microscopic. Like they're super fucking tiny, and they're just like spores in the water that glow fluorescently, and they just like are kind of lighting up the area for you. And you see random fish, mostly towards where Caradoc is, a singular like shark, and the current from the open door that you guys just opened. You don't see Baron. You see two dead octopi that are huge, and a pile of tentacles that are just slapping against the wall above Ariel, who's like actually actively like swimming as hard as she can by the doorway.
Okay, can I like brace myself against this wall and then?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. Make
sure she's not gonna-
make an athletics check,
Okay.
and then if you succeed, you can just like grab her and hold her.
Athletics is. Oh, there it is. Okay.
After that, if Rob Zenkor doesn't have anything he wants to do or any ideas, I'm gonna go to Baron real quick. 11. You have her, but you don't seem to be like. You can tell that you're not gonna be able to pull her, like. You know what I mean? You've braced yourself. You're holding her, but you're risking getting pulled in. Like you're not at a vantage point where you're able to get any impact right now.
Can I do an acrobatics check and counter?
That's what the athletics is for. Like you were going down to swim
But
down,
I
bracing
have athletics
yourself.
+5 and acrobatics +7.
Yeah, but like this isn't so much like acrobatics as it is just your raw strength holding her from being pulled in. Like
It's
you
balance.
Yeah, the balance is fine. It's more so the strength of having her, like you have her held and you were fine, like you're not getting pulled in. I'm just saying that you didn't roll high enough to like pull her or anything else like that. You're just holding her right now.
I'll be fine either way. I can breathe underwater forever, not you guys. So
Yeah, she's
You know,
literally a
but
fucking
I have
mermaid.
I have a vested interest in keeping you alive.
yeah,
She's
yeah,
a
like,
mermaid. She
kind of
cannot
need
be
me.
drowned.
Yeah, but if I
Yeah, but-
yeah, it's true.
If she can't like continue to let us breathe underwater, it's a problem.
I mean, it's a problem
That's
for
true.
you guys.
In a while. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
It's not
that
a
is
problem
true.
for Zenkor.
That's true.
Hey, Zenkor,
You guys don't know
we have to have a conversation later, huh?
There's gonna be a fist fight later. Alright, Zenkor, is there anything you're doing right now? You see Eric swims down and is bracing himself, like legs against the wall, and you can see him like holding Ariel and attempting to pull her.
I guess Zedcore will swim over to the commotion and see what the hell's going on.
Okay. Yeah, you see what's going on. There's not much else I can explain.
Now that I see what's going on, I just kind of look at Ariel to see if she's in duress. If
She's
she
in
needs
duress.
my help.
Yeah, she's actively trying to outswim the current.
Alright, then
Wait,
yes.
It's
I
like
don't want to go in.
I mean, you can if you want. You've just been
What?
rolling to like resist the current. You want to go in?
Well, yeah.
Okay.
I'm confused. I'm like, wait, what am I resisting here? Like,
It's like okay,
Oh,
so
I
you have
resist a
opened a
lot,
door. You've opened a door. Inside the door, you can see this now. There is a 3/4 full rapid that is just like hallway going downhill. The top half of it is slightly lit by some sort of flame and is like almost like a cavern, and the bottom half is an eroded away ruin similar to the one that you're in going downstairs. But because of the water and everything, it's creating a rapid that is just like going down some sort of like hill from the stairs really, really intensely. And that's what's pulling you right now. So the athletics checks are you swimming against the current to not get pulled like violently down the rapids, which is down the stairs.
My shape water allows me to move or change the flow of water, but only up to 5 feet. So would that be enough for like if I'm moving in that direction, would the current not affect me in that little bubble?
No, but you might be able to use it to affect current in a specific direction for a quick amount of time, like a mini like jet in a
Like
way.
a little burst to like get you out
Yeah.
of the whirlpool.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of how.
Just
I can
because
do
like
that
it
in
is a
way.
very like this is a violent rapid, and also like it is a cantrip that only affects 5 feet of water at a
I know.
time.
It's so
So
bad.
yeah, you'd have to be like very like kind of accurate on how
It
you
would
do
be
that.
like my little mini jetpack burst.
Yeah, exactly that.
Okay, so the currents pull me in
Mm.
towards this way,
Yep,
right?
yep.
All right. I want
And
to
you're-
move.
Okay, and you're currently being held by Eric, who's trying to help you not get sucked in.
Okay, well, Eric can hear me, so I'll be like, Eric, I'll be all right. But meet
Let me
you
go.
guys on the other side. Yeah, let me go, please.
Alright, let the bitch go.
Alright,
Have fun.
you going in?
I'm gonna do like a little dolphin flip.
Okay.
Oh
So
my
you-
god.
I'm making 100% sure, so
Be
I don't
free,
know what to
Ariel.
tell you.
You're free now.
I'm
You
so
are now
excited.
going in?
Free Willy.
Be free.
Is that what you're doing? You're going in? You're letting the current take you?
I'm going in with the enthusiasm of Free Willy.
Okay.
Yes.
This is all within seconds. You are now traveling really, really quick down the rapid. You see it is lit somehow. You do not even
lit,
have time to
fam.
see why. And you see Varen on the side and a slight like platform along your right side. And it just keeps going.
Can I use my little jet stream to push me in the direction of Varen? And
Yeah.
be like,
Yeah, you time it and it just is like and you just like jet right into the wall and you grab it and Varen helps you up. You guys are both over here.
yeah!
Zencor and Eric, you just see her just go down and she's gone now.
Can they hear me?
No.
No, probably not. No, just because
Oh,
it's
they're
really
on the
fucking
wire.
loud, and you're also going downhill. Like, this is not accurate because it's a straight grid. Like, it's
Well-
going down.
Well, since she, literally told Eric to let her go,
Mhm.
I'm assuming that it's probably an okay place to go, so I'll just follow the current down with her.
Okay, cool. Roll dexterity save once you see that platform, because this is all reflex based, and you guys are going down rapids.
Yeah.
I didn't make Ariel do a save because you had a little spell to cheat there.
My dexterity
Again.
save. Uh-oh.
Okay, I need either of you immediately, whoever says first, make a dexterity save to try and fucking
Yeah.
grab them.
I
You
was
know
gonna
people
say,
are coming
I'll
down, so you're allowed.
I do
I'm
dex.
good at it. I'm doing it.
Okay, Varen.
Damn it.
Oh no!
Who's doing it?
Okay, unless you got something up your sleeve that's like instant.
Sorry about
he's
that, guys. I had to
going.
rip a massive part.
Can I
Oh,
do
it's all
an
good.
action?
What are you doing? I'll tell you
Can
as soon as you tell me.
Well, there's dirt and stuff, is there not?
Mhm. Yep.
Okay, can I mold earth and like make a basket to catch them?
It is all stone, right? You can
It is, yeah.
make a little.
You do enough that because a lot of it's work stone, you do enough that Rob, you can have one more chance here
Okay.
because it
One
hits you
shot.
hard. You take 2 bludgeoning damage from the impact of hitting this as well.
One shot, one opportunity.
Mom spaghetti. Nice. Okay, yeah, you're up. You like hold on to this part and you just
Oh,
like
hallelujah.
shimmy your way across as the rapid's trying to pull you down, and you get help from the others as you get close enough. You guys get over it.
Cantrips for days, guys.
Well, that was fun.
So yeah, you guys are all like
Mold earth
holding each other.
And can you close up this hallway with?
It would
that
take a
creature?
decent amount of time. I was being a little bit generous.
You can.
But yeah, she can
theoretically
technically.
do it.
Yeah, she can totally do it. It would change the flow of the water, and
Yeah.
it would also take a very long time. But
She could.
can
I mean,
do
she
it.
could seal off that doorway, for example.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she can
and if you
technically.
guys-
She can technically even seal off the little platform that you guys are on. You guys could technically seal that, so then when whatever's filling up fills up, it could no longer enter wherever you are. It's
Would they
like
be able to do a rest while I was sealing it?
if you want, Eric and Karadok are still out in the other room.
Well, those motherfuckers better figure this shit out real quick.
What are
What
you
now?
two doing?
Hmm?
You guys,
What?
you don't. Yeah, you guys are separated right now. Don't make
Can't
me
hear
turn
anything.
this adventure around. All right, what are you two doing? I need to know what Karadok
Who?
and Eric are doing, because everyone else is doing their little water slide. I need
Alright,
to
so
figure
I
out-
need to get to here, right? Ish.
Well, you don't have to.
Everyone's just
Yeah, you
been
don't have to if you
dropping
don't
into
want
the
to.
doorway and
Yeah, you
going
can join
down the water
you join
slide.
Caradoc on the other side of the room. He's just fuck the rest of you.
Yeah,
idiots.
he's swimming with the sharks.
Yep, I'm having fun with my shark friends.
I'm gonna flip off Caradoc and just kind of go for it. And see
Okay,
if I
cool. All right, I need you to do a dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity saving throw.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
I think you're good at that, no?
I'm only +4, so. you
Yeah.
know.
And
Fair enough.
It is. Oh damn! I thought you were proficient. 20 is still way more than enough, so you like actually stylishly get up right immediately after Zenkor gets butt slammed and then like awkwardly huddles over. Yeah, Caradoc, for brevity's sake or whatever, fucking words, I'm tired. Are you joining the group, or like what are you doing here for your
I'm
time?
gonna smoothly wink at
Zenkor.
Zenkor, yeah. And, grab his ass a little bit, and then I'm gonna ask where we're going.
The fuck am I supposed to know?
Caradoc, what are you doing,
Alright,
bud?
look, fair, but still.
Well, everyone seems to have.
You just
exited
watched,
the room
yeah,
for
one
some
by
reason.
one,
I
everyone
wonder,
just went deeper. We gotta go
Uh,
deeper.
Did everyone just like swim to
Yeah.
the door?
Yeah, everyone just swam into the door and one by one went in. You can see it from your distance. It's like
I'm
clear
going
water,
to, I'm going to
flowy.
try to bond with a shark.
Alright, make an animal handling check.
No, don't. Come on. Get your shit
No,
together.
I didn't say that.
Trying to
Jesus
seduce the
Christ.
shark. Come on now.
What are you thinking?
Last episode it was Ariel, now it's Caradoc.
I'm going to move towards
Cool.
the.
Alright, so you're doing the
obvious
same
thing
process.
and basically try to find my friends, which
Cool.
seems to all be like all hanging out all together in this
Wait,
little
you
like, very small.
Make a dexterity saving throw. Because you're
you have
going down the
friends?
rapids. You're going down the rapids, and then all of a sudden you just see all of your teammates like right beside you on a platform, and you're like trying to grab at it.
A dexterity saving throw.
Yeah.
Oh. I may say bye bye to all of you. Oh,
No, you make it. You're doing all right. You just grab it and you just slowly pull yourself up, and you guys are all now on this, like what seems to be an old hallway that has opened up into like a dirt kind of platform, and has like eroded away into a cave, and then further up as we go up on the map here, it turns back into like a hallway of worked stone and turns around the corner here.
So we're like above the water right now?
Yeah, you guys are like picture like a underwater cavern that has been shimmied out, and part of it is like part of it is the ruin and part of it is just like fully destroyed. And so you guys are technically on like a dirt little crevice, watching underneath you the like water traveling rapidly down the stairs, and then behind you there's like the regular rock that slowly like turns back into a hallway that you imagine was originally a hallway to the stairs. And it is lightly lit by the torch that's across the hallway from you where
Okay.
the rapids are going
So
down.
it goes up from where we are right now.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So you guys are all like in this one little spot here. You guys should be able to see.
That's like pretty chill up there actually. Is the floor level
This
in that
is all
little hallway
level.
up there?
Yeah, this hallway is
Mm.
level. So you guys are technically like
Like-
a little bit up, and the water is not filling in here at all.
But like the
Okay,
hallway behind us is higher than we are. Right?
Yeah, it's like a slope, but all the water is
Okay.
going down. Like, so you guys are still good. Like the edge is getting wet, and you're like there's splashing and like all that sort of shit. But the water actually is
Yeah.
not
I'm saying
there yet.
if I go from where I am right now to
Mm.
that little doorway that you just showed us on the map,
Yeah, you're fine.
I would
It's
be
level
going
ground.
up.
Yeah, it's level ground
it's-
as far as you know.
Flat.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just trying to understand like there's a
I
whole
know
fluid dynamics
third,
aspect to
the,
this.
yeah, the third dimension is awkward, so I'm
Yeah.
trying my best here. But yeah, so as far I can draw it real quick, but
so
this
theoretically, eventually this
is
will fill
going
in.
I need to
downhill.
pee. Be right back.
This is even.
Oh fuck.
So this part right here is a little bit of a break, and you're on the platform, and then
So-
everything above it is
Yeah.
flat ground.
Yeah. So eventually this will fill with water because of like where the door is that we just came through.
As far as you're aware, you have no idea how deep this ruin goes.
True. Let's make our way away from the raging rapids.
Yeah, let's walk that way.
Cool. All right, so you get to the doorway.
Well,
and-
we
I mean,
have
we
an
might as well.
opportunity to do a short rest, real quick. Because
easy.
spells and such
Oh,
need to
shit.
be reloaded.
Does have a good point.
Mm-hmm. I do have some good points.
That's true. I guess short rest. I mean, Caradoc got smacked up pretty bad. He could chill.
I could do
Maybe,
do a short rest.
Maybe get some of
yes,
those
I could. It's not-
HPs.
How
It's
many?
not like I've talked about anything about my health, but I'm feeling, I could feel better. Basically.
How many spells
Please.
do I get to reset on a short rest?
It should tell you under your features and stuff.
Oh,
Features and traits. Druid Circle, Natural Recovery. The spell slots can be a combined level of up to 4. So you can have 4 first levels, 2 second levels, anything as long as it all adds up to 4.
Oh, that's shit.
You can even do 1/3, 1/4, you know what I mean? And then the remaining points could be like first and second levels.
Well, because I need to make sure I have enough. I don't have any water breathing slots, so that's level 3. So that's leaves.
You'd be able to get a level 3 and a level 1 if you wanted to do
Yeah.
it that way.
But I
Also,
all my level 1s open. How long is a long rest?
a long rest is like 8 hours.
We also have
Yeah.
like fucking 20 hours left on this water breathing, by the way.
Also, just a slight remember, everyone. We need to remember about food. Even we might have good berries still, but just remember that. We need to
Hey,
eat some.
did any of the squid, the calamari, come through?
I'm going to make a big
Not yet.
fire. We're gonna eat delicious squid.
I mean, you could keep an eye out, maybe get a hook or something if you have a fishing rod.
I have all my equipment. I have my fishing stuff. Let's go fishing in this stream because we know how streams work. It's gonna be pulling the weak little fishies through the stream.
We're going to do some deep fried squid amory. It's gonna be great.
So
Are you
we're
gonna be
do like
doing
a little
that?
mini long rest here.
Okay. Yeah.
A mini long
But,
rest.
I
doesn't
mean,
exist.
it would be a short rest. A mini
I know
long
you're
rest would
trying.
be
Yeah,
a short
it's
rest.
like either we're hanging out for like a half an hour or we're hanging out for like
8 hours.
8 hours.
It's a little bit of a difference. What are we doing?
I mean, let's see. I can do a short rest. That's okay.
Okay. Alright, so everyone else is good with that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Alright, so you guys do a
How
short
many-
rest.
Yeah.
So you can choose.
How do the hit dice work? Can we use as many as we want, or
On your D&D Beyond, you can click short rest, and it tells you everything. So you can
well,
use up to a specific amount of hit die that you can click there, and you can roll that. And it says, like, for example, hit die 1d8 plus 3.
so you
And
can,
then you can
select
choose
as
to
many hit
increase-
dice as you want?
Yeah.
You can roll all of them if you
Alright,
want.
what are we doing?
And you can choose to, and the only number that you change in that equation that is on there is the 1.
All right, let's do a short rest.
They're doing a short
Um,
rest, so you can gain hit points back through the short rest thing on the D&D Beyond.
Okay,
And then
yeah.
you can choose
Okay,
how many
Right.
dice you roll out of that.
I can do a short rest. I'm okay.
Cool.
So everyone can roll their hit die now if they want.
Okay, so
Okay,
I
how-
selected 3, and then I'm going to click take short rest. Can confirm.
Hit die is
Okay, so you have to roll it. That's the only difference.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
But-
So
that doesn't
Right
do
away
it.
rolling.
There's an equation there for everyone, and the number that you can change is the 1, and it's however many squares you have. Everyone should have the same number of squares levels.
so it's when you say it's the ones, the number of dice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you never
okay,
used
so let me
it?
roll.
See, I don't know where
Yeah.
to find the hit die section.
oh, so I'm rolling.
Okay, so
60
hit
times.
short rest, Rob.
Yeah.
And then it says right there. So sorcerer 1d6 plus 2. and you can choose how many of these to fill in, and that changes how many you've used up. You can use up to 7.
I feel much better.
I just need to use one.
Okay, cool. So you can use 1. So Eric, you used 6, so you get
Wait,
37
wait,
health
hold
back.
on. What?
What's up?
Wait, was I supposed to use all of them?
No, you can use
16.
as many as you want. But you use them up per day, is this sort of thing.
Oh.
Look at that!
Yeah.
I managed to heal up.
It's
Exactly
okay.
what I lost.
How many do you want to use without looking at the rolls there? Like how many were you
Just
planning?
1.
Okay, then you can just do the 10 there,
Okay.
and then you can keep the rest. And then Ariel gains 16, Karadok gets 25, and then you said Zenkor uses 1. Varen, I don't know how many you have to use. I don't know if you got hit again.
I'm not gonna use any.
Okay.
Okay.
You've always like put yourself in a situation where you don't get hit. Like, even if I
I'm the
ever wanted to
fucking-
hit you, I'm never in a situation where I'm like, yes, I'm going to do that.
Yeah, I'm the ranger.
archer.
I stay in the
know.
back.
But like, it's just like sometimes the circumstance is really funny. Like, you weren't even
It's a
intending to
hoe.
be in the combat, and you're like, I'm at the door. Now I'm tied up. Like,
I,
all right.
I do basically constantly keep in mind, like, keeping myself away from danger. I can only do anything if I'm, like, at least 10 feet away from the enemy.
Yeah, actually, more intelligent creatures will sometimes go after specific people like that, like
Yeah.
you or Ariel or something. But more intelligent
was
creatures will
foreboding.
be hardy. Like, more intelligent creatures will actually be less likely to attack Karadok or Eric if they can avoid it, because they know that those people are a lot more experienced, like close up, if they're close up combatants. So like, that's just the thing. We mostly fight like animals and creatures and like primitives, so it hasn't really been a thing. Okay, so you guys have short rested. Zenkor technically still has to roll his dice, and then
Well,
you
I only
guys are good.
took 2 damage anyways. So regardless of what I
I
roll,
guess
I got a
you
plus
get the
2.
Okay, cool. All right. So what are you guys doing now? We have a little bit of time left before the session ends.
I guess let's investigate this door here, and like,
Search for traps, Spooky.
let's try to reason about whether or not opening this door is gonna cause another like fucking rush of water somewhere.
Make a whoever wants to
Okay, like-
lead can make an investigation check if they want.
I want to see, I want to see whether the door opens in or out. If I can like reason about that.
Okay, cool. You don't even have to roll for that, but you can still make an
cool.
investigation if you want.
If you can't tell if it's a push or pull door, then you've got problems.
That's like number one thing I'm looking
Okay.
for. There's
So
investigation.
it's almost it's more similar to like a, I'm sorry if I butcher this word, but like portcullis or whatever. It's like
Portcullis.
yes.
Yeah.
And you see like a lever on your left side that's presumably for this thing to open and close.
Okay.
Inside, because you can see inside of it.
Oh, it's like a grate.
Yeah, it's actually an
Yeah.
actual grate.
Oh,
and you have the
that's
lever.
wonderful. Okay.
Inside, you
portcullis.
do see right in front of you. You see at the far wall down here. I'm just gonna say north whenever it's up and south whenever it's down. On the north side, you do see like a huge mural of I'm gonna be super accurate. 12 very tall humanoids standing over like bountiful
Oh,
amount
fuck.
of small people. It's just a mural, and like other details you can't really see. It's just really easy to see those figures because they're so tall. In the middle of the room, you see a purple light come down, and a small altar with a book on top. Other things in the room just seem to be random assortments. Like you can see small mini armories and like broken, super old and rotted wood tables and chairs that are, some of them are broken up and everything else like that. There doesn't seem to be any creatures in here, but the two of the corners on the left are both leaking water from the roof that's going down, straight down, and the floor under it has caved in, so the water is just going straight down, making kind of like a water, what I was gonna call it, like whatever people accent rooms with. It's a little decor. It's just going straight down from roof to floor and going to wherever below it. Doesn't seem to be flooded, nothing else.
Curious.
So it's pretty chill.
Hmm?
I'm gonna
So
pull.
nothing's on fire. Yeah.
Yeah.
No fires.
Not yet. We can change that. Pull a
Yeah, there's
lever.
still
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, pull the
You
lever.
pull
Let's
the
do
lever?
it.
Cool. So the
Come on,
door's
pull the
open.
lever.
I'm pulling out the box of matches.
Aggressively pull matches.
Watch out! I've got a weapon in my hand.
So,
The fuck is that?
that's the
a
altar.
latitude.
That's a little like platform and altar in the middle of the room that has
Why
a
is the
purple light
altar
coming
moving?
down on it. I'm trying to center it. You can see that nothing
Living
is...
altar! Kill it!
If
You
you,
can-
hit Alt before
the-
you're dragging it, you can put it wherever you want.
Oh, really? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Because nothing's perfectly to grid, as you can see, just because I imported this. So, here. There you go. And there's like a purple light surrounding it. You guys can enter this room and everything as you want. There's no real combat or anything. But
Oh, okay.
you just gotta let me know if you go in that general area.
I'll step like
Good
just
stuff.
inside the door.
Cool.
Yeah, carefully checking every step that you take.
Alright.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that looks.
I don't
fucking
like-
yes.
I don't like rooms with altars. They're always kind of weird.
And then you have.
I mean, you don't like church?
No.
Name one room with an altar that was bad.
I could
Oh,
name
every-
two just from like going into one place.
So that's those blue scribbles is the water going from roof to floor, and
Is there a wall over there?
Yes, this is
Okay.
all like a square room, and there is actually a opening here for another doorway, and you do see like there are like really old rustic armaments, so like things holding old armor and weapons that seem to be relatively untouched. This area is relatively pristine, other than the fact of like some things have just gotten really old. Like the chairs and tables I was talking about were just by the water here that you sense have been sprayed with the water for some time and shit has grown on it. But other than that, everything's pristine, super clean. The weapons and armor seem to be fine and operational, not rusty. And then just the some of the stands have rusted slightly from the oxygen.
Hey, Zenkor,
Yo.
there's a book up on that altar.
Oh, is there? Zenkor walks into the room,
Okay.
carefully checking every single step,
Okay. If you want to search for something, tell me you search for something. But otherwise, that's
gingerly moving forward,
okay.
making his way to the altar.
Mm-hmm.
Slowly, one step at a time,
Mm-hmm.
checking the floor diligently.
Okay. Are you searching for traps?
I'm searching for traps.
Okay. Roll investigation.
Okay. Alright, so that's just Okay, nat 20.
At 20, doesn't seem to be any sort of traps, tripwires, plates, that sort of stuff. And you've diligently searched for any wires that might trip you. The only thing that
Okay.
seems to be in the room are excessive amount of paintings, ruined furniture, and weapons, and a purple light coming down on the altar.
Okay. I approach
Okay.
the altar and then
I
I
can
hide
fix this.
underneath
Here.
it.
Layer, map layer. There you go. Okay.
Alright, what do I see?
You just see a old tomb, pretty pristine condition.
Tome?
Tome, sorry.
Okay, I was
sorry,
gonna say it.
Freudian
A tomb?
slip. No. And it's like old black leather with like a red gemstone, blood red gemstone. And you can see it like almost moves, like inside of it is just like some sort of gas, just like making it red. There's like a silver circle around the ruby, and you can see like old writing that. What languages do you speak?
I speak Elvish, Undercommon, Draconic, Common, and Elvish, Draconic, Undercommon, and Common. Yeah.
Yeah. It's some sort of language you don't understand.
Damn it.
You can make a Arcana or History check, whichever one you want to choose, depending on what information you want.
Okay. It doesn't. Both of them are the same.
Yeah, so just tell me whatever you want for this.
So I guess a Arcana check.
Cool.
No, a History check.
Okay, History check. Cool. 19.
20.
Nice. Okay. It seems to be really, really old language. This is stuff that like goes for generally a really, really high price for the right people. Finding the right buyer, because you come from a merchant background. Finding a buyer for this sometimes is so hard that people will just think it's junk. But you know that if you ever did find a buyer that's like into this sort of stuff, it is incredibly old, like foundations of civilization old, and could make a crap ton of money, like a small fortune. This is something that comes from like the cradle of civilization itself. As far as the like markings and everything else like that, it seems to be speaking of you don't know like what it actually says, but it seems to be a religious-esque kind of text. It's like a mixture of like some sort of religious arcanist kind of thing, like arcane nature, but religious in text kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Does the writing on it look anything similar to the writing that was on the sword?
No.
Okay.
This seems.
Can I go take a little peek over his shoulder?
Yeah. Yeah.
The only language that I know Common, Elvish, Infernal, and Orc.
Okay.
Do I recognize it at all?
Make a intelligence check. You're going to be doing something creative here if it works.
Mighty big F.
Yeah. Wow, nice. Through your collection of those knowledges, you realize that this is very old Elven. Like, this has enough similarities to both Elven and Infernal that you can kind of make out that it seems to be some sort of religious text regarding secrets given by an old god that you've never heard of. Like, you can't really make out the word because it's not something you know, and the translation doesn't work. Like, there's no word for you.
It's like really just like archaic Elvish.
Yeah.
Okay, that tells Zencor.
Oh, so it's archaic Elvish. Alright. What Zencor's going to do is I'm going to take out my trusty pen and paper. Oh.
No!
God damn it.
Come on! I didn't even get to stab anybody. Well, okay, more than usual.
You did.
Okay, see you next week. Bye, Calvin.
Well,
Bye.
thank you again for the session, you beautiful bastard.